Great, great. So you are all welcome. Welcome to Leveler Consulting Limited. Like as I was saying, Leveler represents speed, Leveler represents competence, and we are following global standard. Yes, to ensure that every one of us who pass through this organization is fully equipped, well developed, and confident about themselves. Leveler is actually in project with some students who are running their MSc in management program, University of Hertfordshire. Leveler is also in projects with Amity Media. They are responsible for managing our website. Leveler is also in partnership with Checkout Pay. As most of us, when we're registering, you will see the option of Checkout Pay. We're in partnership with them. And presently, we are also working in securing a partnership deal with an individual in the United States of America. In fact, that is a major blow for us because we are also going to be using our in-house um, trainees who have actually undergone training with us. They will come and make business pitch before this our client, and whoever gets a very good speech, this our client will actually be sponsoring their project. We, of course, with a return in question. One of our major projects is what we call the affordable housing. Okay, just a minute. This person is not in. All right. Just a moment, guys. I think somebody who is trying to join is not in, and I need to add that person in right now. So we have a ground rules. Let me just divert to that. We have a ground rule. When you come into a meeting, any meeting at all, not just with Leveler Consulting, when you come into any meeting, the first thing you want to do is put your camera off and, of course, mute your mic. Yes, it's very, very important in any meeting settings. Very, very important in any meeting setting. You're expected to mute your mic and put off your camera immediately you come into that meeting. The only time where you are permitted not to put on your camera, when to put on your camera or put on your or mute your mic is when they ask you to do so. Yeah, so presently somebody's mic is still on. Yes, somebody's mic is still coming on. Yes, I want you to take charge of your device. Yes, it's not as if I cannot override it from here, but I want you to take charge of your device. So very importantly, it is very, very important that you do what? You mute your mic whenever you attend to any meeting at all. Any meeting, especially when it's a virtual meeting. You understand? So our organization, we're in the forefront when you look at all of these things I've mentioned. So for every one of you joining us today, we say thank you and welcome to your training. My name is Young Solomon Godwin, and I have a background in architecture. My career has spanned through these industries: litigation, building, construction, human capacity development. These are the areas that my expertise has spanned across. And on this, I have worked with several organizations, Urban Shelter, International Organization for Migration, and we have done a lot of projects, which, because of time, I will not want to mention most of them. You understand? Let's look at our in-house members, those who work behind the scene at Leveler Consulting Limited. Of course, we have Mr. Timmy, CEO of Divine Grace Technology. When it comes to data analytics, he's going to be the one to lead your discussion in data analytics. Then we have our marketing strategy, Mr. Ferdinand. He will lead your discussion when it comes to digital marketing. And of course, we have Engineer Tokwe. is very well experienced in the field of construction, and of course, in terms of practice management in health, safety, and environment, over a decade in practice. So it will lead our discussion when it comes to health, safety, and environment. He will be the one to lead our discussion. Then, of course, we have Mr. Eric, a business analyst. He has worked with different organizational sectors, especially when it comes to Bank of Industries and so on. So he will be the one to facilitate your discussion when it comes to business development. Then, of course, we have Mrs. Esther Amarachi, a practicing virtual assistant. And I'm sure most of us must have met her. Those of us who have been in training before now must have met her, and you must have seen her good expertise when it comes to virtual assistant practice. Then, of course, public speaking and presentation with customer service management. You will see my face, Mr. Young Solomon Godwin. You will see my face. We have our in-house persons who actually do our day-to-day administrative process. We have Gloria and we have Tema. They are usually behind the scene and all of that. How will your program run? Yes, how will your program run with Leveler Consulting Limited? If you go through your schedule, let's go through our schedule. Let's see it. Let's go through our schedule to see how our training will actually go. Yes, the schedule was published in the group yesterday. Yes, I believe so. So let's look at it together, how our schedule will go. Yes. This is usually done when we have a new session starting up. Yes, we usually introduce them. So if you go to, okay, except for Mr. Mike, who is just joining in, let me share the schedule with you, Mr. Mike, so that you can see how the training will go. Yes. I've just published it again on the platform so that we can see how our training schedule will actually go. Yes. So our week one being today, we're looking at a course, public speaking and presentation. Is a facilitator's discussion phase. It's a facilitators-led discussion. You understand? Yeah. Please, also kindly confirm that you can see me. You know, it's public speaking and presentation. Please confirm that you can see me. Yes. Can you all see me?
No, I can't see it, sir.
Okay, you can't see
Okay,
me.
I can.
All right.
I can see you now.
Okay, you can see me. Let me stop sharing so that it can just be focused on me. Because the goal of public speaking this morning is actually to interact. Let's see the faces of those who are actually on this training with us. Okay, let me just stop sharing. When I stop sharing, I think that makes it easy. Yes, can you all see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, beautiful. Yes. So this is how it should be actually. So let's look at the schedule. On our schedule, public speaking and presentation. Start dates 4th April 2026 is a facilitator-led discussion, meaning that you are going to be having a facilitator who had these discussions with you, who will lead you on this discussion. Remember, your training is all about leadership development program. So we are leading. At the end of the day, each and every one of us should be able to lead discussion at our organization, lead discussion in our various places of service, lead discussion in different meetings and all of that. So public speaking and presentation will run for 3 weeks. You're welcome, please. Public speaking and presentation will run for 3 weeks. Week one, starting today, 4th of April 2026. Week two will be next Saturday, But take note of the time. The time is going to be by 9:30 a.m. next week. 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Duration of this program is, duration of each of these courses for 2 hours. So what it means is that from 8 o'clock, where we'll begin officially public speaking and presentation, we'll stay till 10 a.m. So, but next week for public speaking and presentation, we're going to be starting by 9:30 to 11:30. We're going to talk about why we need to start at a time as we look at the schedule together. So we're looking at the calendar. We're looking at our calendar of how our program will run. Right? You saw the schedule yesterday. Yes, so please open the schedule as we go through. So week 2 happens to be 11th April 2026. The time for that training will be by 9:30. Then week 3, which happens to be the final class, 18th of April 2026. Time still remains the same, 9:30 a.m. We encourage everyone who is presently in Makurdi to attend physically. We encourage you to attend physically. Yes, those of us who are presently in Makurdi, we're encouraging you, please attend physically, because public speaking is all about building your confidence. Then the end date, of course, is on the 18th of April 2026. Then training assessment will begin on the 25th till 5th of May. So after 1 week, we are done with public speaking and presentation. On the 25th of April 2026, the assessment will begin. How are you going to go about your assessment? It will be communicated. Then let's go to the next course. The next course is data analytics. Data analysis. So next week, data analysis is starting, which is on the 11th of April 2026. Is a facilitator-led discussion. And the time is 7:30 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. Now you see the reason why our public speaking and presentation moved to 9:30 a.m. for next week. Now, it's going to be a virtual training because the facilitator is not in Makurdi. The facilitator is based in Abuja. And every of the other discussions that we are going to have that is going to be fully virtual. What that means is simply because the facilitator is not in Makurdi. So in our session at Leveler Consulting Limited, we have our facilitators scattered across the globe. We don't have them in Nigeria. We have one of our facilitators in South Africa. We have another one in the United States of America. And of course, we have another one in Lagos. Another 2 of them is in Abuja. You understand? That's why we'll be having a virtual training with them. Then for week 2 of data analysis, week 2 we also start by 7:30 a.m. and ends by 9:30 a.m. Saturday, 18th April 2026. Then, of course, the final class, same time, 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So it's going to be virtual only. Then, of course, your assessment will begin on the 25th of April 2026 to 9th May 2026. Now, the reason why it has a longer duration is simply because data analytics is what? Is a technical course. Then we move to the next course, which is digital marketing. Digital marketing will happen on Sunday. Yes, please take note. Digital marketing will happen on Sunday, 6 p.m. in the evening to 8 p.m. in the evening on the 12th of April 2026. And of course, week 2 of digital marketing is going to be an individual learning outcome. What that means is that after week 1, that the facilitator has introduced you to digital marketing. Week 2, we are going to provide you with material and recordings. What you now need to do is go through that material and recording, and you tell us what you learned from that week 2. So there's going to be a pop-up question that you are going to answer, telling us what you learned in that what? In that week 2. Then in week 3, you will discuss all that you learned. Then the class will now conclude with the facilitator. So what that means is that the facilitator will not be available for your individual learning outcome. You are carrying that out on your own. Then your assessment for digital marketing will now begin on the 3rd of May till 10th of May. Then finally on our schedule, we have customer service management, which also happens to be one of the courses that I also lead the discussion. However, it's also an individual learning outcome course. What that means is that we are going to provide you with week 1 and week 2 of that material. You are going to go through it. Week 1, you go through it for 2 weeks. That's what it means. Now, the duration of the customer service management is for 6 weeks, unlike the other ones, which are 3 weeks, 3 weeks, and 3 weeks, because it's going to be an individual learning outcome. Will give you that much room, that much window, so that you'll be able to go through this material, and at the end of the day, you now take your assessment. So your assessment is going to start on the 31st of May till 6th of June 2026. So that is how your session for the month of April will go. Yes, that's how your session for the month of April will go. So I welcome you, every one of you, to Leveler Consulting Limited. We are going to be having a lot of discussion. We are going to be interacting, and we are going to be learning from each other. You're welcome. Remind me your name. Sonia. Yes, so we have Sonia in the house. Yes, Sonia is in the house, and I just hope other ones will also join us. So let us begin our discussion properly. Please, if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the chat box. Then from there, I will be able to pick it up. Yes, please, always feel free to drop your question. Feel free to ask any question in the chat box, and then we'll take it up from there. We want to begin our discussion properly. Right. A young man rounded up his National Youth Service recently in Benue State. When he was serving, he met a young woman also in a National Youth Service. She's from a very wealthy home, and she fell in love with this young man in Benue State. They dated throughout their service, and after their service, this young man looked up to set up. He looked for a job, he applied for a job, he tried all kinds of businesses, but he couldn't get it right. Then he took the next step. He said to himself, I want to settle down. And he proposed to this young lady he met in his service here. After all, since he has not gotten a job, they say he who finds a wife finds what? A good thing. So since he has not found a job, maybe it's important for him to get married. But my screen is not sharing.
Yes, sir.
Let me see to that. Okay, just a moment. But it's sharing from here. How come it's not sharing? Let me stop sharing.
It's sharing, sir.
Okay, sharing, right? So maybe it's my device, my network. I've now unshared. So let me try to share it back. Share it back. So this young man has been looking for a job for 2 years. And finally he said, look, I cannot continue to look for a job. Let me just marry. After all, they say who finds a wife finds a good thing. This woman in question is my woman of Proverbs chapter 31, or what do you call it? Proverbs 31 woman. And he decided to propose. And the young lady said, Yes, I will marry you. So he met with his father-in-law, and his father-in-law asked him, why do you want to marry my daughter? Why do you want to marry my daughter? Do you know his response? Say, I want to marry your daughter because she's from a wealthy home. So I want to ask us, if you were the father-in-law or the mother-in-law, are you going to bless that marriage? Sonia? Yes. It's a public speaking now. Public speaking. Yes. Just hold on. Regurgitate your thoughts. Those of us online, use the chat box. You can also raise up your hands. Please, let's always raise up your hand, then I will call you. Then you can always respond. Yes. If you were the father-in-law or the mother-in-law, are you going to bless that marriage? The young man is telling you that I want to marry your daughter because she's from a wealthy home. Yes. If you were the father-in-law, are you going to bless that marriage? Yes. Use the chat box or raise up your hands. Yes. We are waiting for response. Response. Okay, good. So we have Olajumoke in the house. Please, Olajumoke, you can unmute and respond.
Good morning, sir. No, sir. My answer is no.
Why?
Because a man that came to a father-in-law's house to say, I want to marry your daughter because of wealth, because she's wealthy, doesn't make any sense.
Right. So Olajumoke is saying that she's not going to bless the marriage. The reason is simple. It doesn't make any sense. Just a moment.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Okay, other ones don't they come.
Apologies, everyone. Yes, I got stuck in the truth, so I couldn't continue speaking. Yes, so Olajumoke said, I'm not going to bless that marriage. Yes, it makes no sense to me that a young man is telling me that he wants to marry my daughter because she's from a wealthy home. It doesn't make any sense. Yes. Who was raising his or her hand before now? Yes. Please keep your hands up. Yes, Raymond. Yes, Raymond, go ahead.
Yeah. Please.
Go ahead, Raymond. Okay, I think Raymond is, yes. Raymond is having issues with his network. Yes. Any other input? Any other input?
Okay, good morning, sir.
Okay. Good morning.
Okay, to me, I don't know. I think the father-in-law should have considered if the man has potentials, if he has visions and plans, he's trying to establish. But due to the fact that he couldn't get a job, and he should have at least considered that first before.
Okay, who is speaking, please?
It's bright, sir.
Okay, Bright. You are speaking as if we have already given this daughter to the man. You are speaking as if the marriage don't happen, everything don't happen. That you are telling that the father-in-law should consider this first, whether he has potential. We are saying, as a father-in-law now, the person who is getting married to your daughter tells you that he wants to get married to your daughter simply because she is from a wealthy home. Are you going to bless the marriage? Yes, right. Are you going to bless the marriage? Yes, NM form. Forgive me if I didn't get the name correctly, but I think I got it. NM form. Yes, she said, "I won't." No, I won't. Yes, that's what she said. Yes.
Okay, in as much as the guy is being honest to you of his reasoning, I think if one day I should go bankrupt or I should lose my wealth, his love for my daughter will also fade.
Okay, thank you very much for that input. Yes. Yes, who was that? Who was that?
Raymond.
Okay. Yes. So he's saying that, look, this guy wants to marry my daughter simply because we are from a wealthy home. So what if we go bankrupt tomorrow? What will happen? Yes. Any other input? Please always remember that whenever you are done speaking, you can mute back your mic. Yes.
So man, they go price per woman. There's no more difference between that one and this one.
Okay, Mr. Egbai, your mic is on. I think you are not communicating with us. So what we will do is we will put you on a waiting room. Yes. Put you in the waiting room. Yes. Good morning. We'll put you on the waiting room because your mic was coming on. Yes. Sonia, let's have your input.
I'm not going to. I'm not.
Okay, you're not going to bless the marriage.
No.
Why?
Because the man does not have aim. Getting married is not an achievement.
Okay, getting married is not an achievement. That's what Sonia is saying. That getting married is not an achievement, so she is not going to bless the marriage. Somebody is coming in. I just want to put her on the spot. Yes. Any other input? Those of us online. Any other input? Any other input? Any other input? Any other input? Please use the chat box. Yes. This way. Morning. No, come up. Don't worry, come up, just come up. Yes. All right, so let's begin. The young man is presently married. They are in the United States of America. They have 2 kids. Why did I paint that scenario, or why did I bring that discussion up? For every one reason why you are here this morning. Yes. is motivated by something. Tonya, something drove you away from your house this morning, right? Yes. Every one of you who are online, let me tell you, something drove you to join this class this morning. You bought data. You say, I want to join public speaking class. Something must move you. This young man has been looking for a job for the past 2 years. But do we know that it will not be a problem if a lady says, I want to get married to this guy because he's from a wealthy home? It will not be a problem. Will it be a problem? No, it won't. It won't be a problem. Because society favors women. But as a man, they expect that you need to hustle and hustle and hustle and make a living. And that's why most of us are not getting married early. I was having a discussion not too long ago with my friend the guy is in our cycle. He's a very young guy. He moved to Canada 2 years ago. He was in Nigeria early last year when we actually saw at what is it called? We saw at National Stadium, Abuja. We took some pictures and all of that. Last 2 weeks or last week or so, he proposed. And I was like, Mike, they marry. Mike don't get liver till they propose. We elders like us, we never even need down propose. And we're having that discussion and something came up. We say the Nigerian system does not favor young men to marry early. And it's an argument. Right? It's an argument. Something must drive you as a person. So please, for whatever reason that makes you to be in this class this morning, keep that motivation high. It is very, very important. Keep it high. What are we going to be doing this morning, ladies and gentlemen? What are we going to be doing this morning? We are going to be introducing ourselves. We'll tell us where we work, our place of primary assignments. You tell us if you are single. You tell us if you are married. And on a scale of 1 to 10, you tell us how good you are in public speaking. Yes. Like I said, we expect that you put on your camera. Yeah, because the public speaking class, we're expecting most of you to actually be in class. And then from next week, I want to see you in class. Rose, next week, I want to see you in class. In fact, today, I want to see you in class. Please. All of you in Makurdi, I want to see you in class next week. If you are not in class next week, even if you join online, I will mark you, your attendance will be absent. Even today, you're already absent. All of you in Makurdi that didn't come physically, you are automatically absent, even though you are online. Yes. We'll put it that way because we need to actually interact. That's the goal of public speaking and presentation. Except for our friends who are in other locations, then we can allow them. You understand? So please, next week, we want to see every one of you in Makurdi in the physical venue of the training. Yes. So we'll start by the first person here. NM, you introduce yourself. You tell us what you do. On a scale of 1 to 10, you tell us how good you are in public speaking and presentation. Yes, NM Fun.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. So my name is Enofon Etem. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I recently passed out last week. Is it last week? No, this week Tuesday. Yes, the 31st of March. What is actually keeping me in Makurdi is this program. Also, once I'm done, I think I'll be going.
Yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you in public speaking?
I don't want to overrate myself or underrate myself, so I'll keep it at 5.
Okay. Pronounce your name again. Let me see if I can catch it.
A non-fun.
A non-fun. A non-fun.
You can just call me
non-fun.
You can just call me Eno for short. Eno for short
okay.
is okay.
Okay. Eno. Eno says
Yes.
she will rate herself 5/10 when it comes to public speaking and presentation. You're welcome.
Thank you,
yes.
Sir.
Bright. Tell us your name where you are from. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you in public speaking?
My name is Bright Johnson. So I'm from Akwa Ibom State, sir. In a scale of 1 to 10, I think 5%. 5%.
Okay, you rate yourself 5%.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that's just a moment. Let me try and get so that those who are in those who are in class can hear what you guys are saying. Okay, can you hear me now? 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 That's the issue with this. Okay, so but I think we'll just continue from there. Mr. Egba.
Yes, good morning,
please,
sir.
Yes, please introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you work, how good are you in public speaking? On a scale of 1 to 10, you tell us how good you are with public speaking.
Okay, good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. My name is Ebai Modu. I'm from, I think, 6. Hello?
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much for that. Yes. Mr. Raymond.
Yes, sir. My name is Raymond Etas. I'm from Taraba State. My PPA is Porter's House School, Makoki, Ajusa. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'll rate myself 6.
Thank you very much for that feedback. Yes. Let me see who have we not called. Yes, Olajumoke.
Good morning, sir. My name is Adat Olajumoke. I'm from Oyo State, Ibadan to be precise. My PPA is Community Links and Human Empowerment Initiative, CLEI. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll rate myself 6 in public presentation.
Thank you very much for that feedback. Yes. Who haven't I called? Mr. Mike. Mr. Michael Okike.
Good morning, sir.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Okay, I think he's having an issue with his network. Let's move to the next person. Yes.
Morning, ma.
Agba. Yes. Agba, please go ahead.
My name is Faith Godo Agba. I'm from Benue, and my PPA is DHF Communications. On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate my public speaking 5%.
We didn't get your scale.
Percent.
How many percent?
5. I rate myself 5.
Thank you very much for that. So let's come to our in-house persons. Yes. So we'll start with Sonia. Sonia, please come so that I can see you. Yes, this is the stage. Yes, this is the stage. Yes. So they are watching you. Even Donald Trump.
My name is Sonia Rita, and I'm from Delta State. My PPA is Joy Modesty Achuka, Benue State. From scale of 1 to 10, I'll rate myself 2.
Pass the mic to her.
My name is Ono Adebanjo Itunu. I'm from Ibadan. My PPA is Calvary Heritage Academy. I'll rate myself 2.
Good morning. My name is Yehuza Yakubu Idris. I'm from Adamawa, serving here in Makodi. My PPA is at Ishan Model College, Wadata. I rate myself 4.
Thank you very much for those feedback. Yes, somebody's mic is yes. Okay, Azzy, I've not called Azzy. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Azzy Ufenong from Plateau State. I just passed out on Tuesday. My PPA was National Barracks. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to rate myself by speaking.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that feedback. So every one of us can please mute our mic because the session is being recorded so that the noise coming from our background does not interfere with the recording. Nothing in life is more important than the ability to communicate effectively. That is Gerard R. Ford. You see, communication plays a very major role in every of our day-to-day activity. Major. In every of our day activity, plays a major role. Communication in our businesses, communication in an organization, communication in meeting, communication in relationship. Very, very important. It plays vital role. So some of the things that we think we know, yes. You having issues? Yes, what is it? Okay, fine. Please come in. Yes. Please come in. Good morning. Welcome. Come in. Yes. So some of the things that we know and some of the things that we don't know. So today we are going to interact. We'll learn the things that we know and we'll learn a new one. Yes. So we have new persons amongst us. Yes, what we are doing, we have been doing rituals. So you join us in the rituals. So when I stood up, I introduced myself. I told each and everybody what I do, my background, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good I am with public speaking and presentation. Yes. So who is coming out first? Who is coming out first? No, don't worry, they will not swallow you. Each and every one of you want to relax more, then later I'll call you. Okay, you want to relax? Okay, that's fine. Yes. So we are beginning with our introduction. So you say you don't have you don't have network to see the it's fine. So we are saying that communication plays a very vital role in everything that we do. We communicate with our spouse, our friends, right? When we go to organization, we communicate. If we are running business, we still communicate with our customers, right? Good. Now, for everybody that stands in front of you to speak, anytime you see anybody stands in front of you to speak, they are there to actually convince you of one or two things. Do you know the reason why you are here seated this morning? Do you know the reason? It is simply because I came, I communicated, and you say, okay, fine. I think I like what this guy is telling me. It might just be one line of the thing I said. right? Sometimes repetition is what makes people to listen. Sonia here, we have met a very long time ago, but not until the point where, oh, I want to go back there. You sure say I don't go take this training? That was when I became more convinced. So for everybody that stands in front of you to address you, you are trying to make an impact. So what I will say that will influence you, right? He might come here and say that same thing, and he will not be influenced. She might come here and say that thing, and you will not be influenced. And what she said, or maybe what I've said, and she said it in another way, and you are influenced, right? I may still say that same thing, and you're not influenced. You're not nobody. So every speaker that you see stand in front of you, they have one impact to me. Presently, as we speak to you, we have other persons who are taking this same training, but not with us, simply because of the way we communicate. So it's about influence. So now look at yourself and ask yourself, what kind of impact do I want to make when I speak? Who do I want to influence when I speak? So 3 things will come to mind, or maybe personally when you appear before. You either want to make an impression, you want to correct an impression, or you want to make a what? Sales. And that's why Gerald is saying, look, nothing in life is far more important than the ability to communicate effectively. How do people perceive you when you speak? How do people perceive you when you speak? If you ask me, leave this writing. If you ask, because in a practical class, how do people perceive you when you speak? Let's say you are technically brilliant. Technically, 10 over 10. Technically, you are brilliant. If they give you this door now to fix it, you will fix it perfectly. If they ask you, oh, you have fixed this fan, hang it there, you will do it perfectly. But can you communicate how you are able to fix the fan? So look at these 2 scenarios. Sonia, tell us how you fix this fan. Now Sonia comes to you and says, well, I carried the carton, I opened it, I saw everything inside, I coupled it, and I hung it. She did it so well. Very well. She did it very well. The fan is working. Everything is fine. Remind me again. Itunu, please, can you tell us how you fix this fan? Itunu said, well, I unboxed the carton. I checked for all the accessories, checked for all the components. I ensured they are well all completed. Then I took the manual and I looked at how I can assemble it. So I checked and I fixed the blade at the desired spot. When I was done, I took a stool and I set it at the center of the room. And I climbed on it to check the J-hook to ensure that the J-hook is safe to carry the fan. Then I went ahead and hung the fan. I took the regulator, I checked the spot, I fixed it, and I screw it, hang it to the wall. Among Sonia, I need to know who communicates effectively about hanging of the fan. Who among them? Itunu, right? So she's technically brilliant, and at the same time, she can communicate effectively. What's the point? If you are technically brilliant, you are brilliant, you are good with your job, but you cannot communicate effectively, people will rank you low. Automatically, they will rank being good for your work, but your ability to communicate will rank. That's why most people who are confident, they will get judged, even when they don't have the skill. Just convince them, convince the panel. Tell them, say you can do it. And that's it. And please, when you step out of this door, see yourself as God. See yourself as what? As God. Not the Almighty God. You know what I'm talking about. But see yourself as what? As God. So when you are called to speak, okay, no, I submit things past all of these people. Have that in your mind. I'm not saying say that to your audience, but just have that in your mind. Because the truth remains that nobody knows your content than you that has come out to speak. Even me, sometimes when I go to business communication and I sat down with the core members and I listen to them speak, I don't know the content of what they are going to say. So I sit and I listen. They are the master of their craft. So if I come to you and I speak to you and I deliver it so eloquently because I'm a master of my craft. So I'm a god in my department. You are a god in what? In your department. Are we together? Yes. So communication plays a very vital role, even if we're technically. Is that okay? Yes. Let's look at another thing. Slide 4. It is very, very important. As we are all seated here, there is, you are not in the platform? Okay. Don't worry, we'll do that immediately after the class. There is high chances, there is a high chances that both of you are friends. You have known each other before now. Am I correct? I'm talking to you. What's your name, sir? Okay, Temple. What's your name, man? Glory. Do you guys know each other before now? Okay. You just find yourself. Yeah, okay, fine. But there is high chance that when I ask Sonia, what do you study in school? When I ask him, what did you study? When I ask Glory, what do you study? Temple, what do you study? Remind me your name, sir. Yakub, what do you study? What do you study, man? Linguistic, what did you study? Same linguistic. There is high chances that both of them will be friends. There is very high chance that both of them will what? Will be friends. Because they both study what? The same course. So if discussion leads to discussion, they begin to talk about school things. What happened during your university days? They have something to communicate. What do you study, man? History? What about you, sir? Foreign language? What about you, sir? Chemistry? Yes. There's high chances that both of you may not have the same discussion. Because you didn't study the same. You must always find common ground. What does that mean? What it means is that when you are speaking with audience, know your audience. That's what it means. Know your audience. Know what appeals to them. Know what appeals to them. There's high chances if you want to go and speak to an adult, it's very different from the way you prepare when you want to go and speak with children. Am I correct? And you will not use adult content for children. Let me see. Yes. Very, very important. So that's how we build network, because also in communication helps us to build Build network. We did that today. We introduced ourselves, except for Temple and Glory, which we are still going to do. We have introduced ourselves, so we know each other. Those of us who are online, we also know each other. You understand? We are also encouraging you, please, after your service, belong to professional bodies, belong to associations. Those your school group that you have left, please, can you go back? You have left the chat group because they post nonsense. Can you go back? Your CDS group, your platoon group in camp. Well, these people now small children, I better make I exit myself. You become influential in those platforms. Belong to those platforms, belong to associations. And I'm sure there's an association that has to do with linguistics. Look for it, search for them, belong to those bodies. Me, I'm a member of Project Management Institute. You understand? Belong to bodies. It's very, very important. You understand? There is every possibility that the outspoken person here can win an election. Check your CDS. Check all of the platform, all of the groups you have belonged to. The outspoken person usually happens to be the leader. Am I correct? Yes. They say, no, this person get confidence. Move, give up. Make him take the role. It's usually like that. So naturally, people will do what? Will trust you. If you have the ability to do what? Communicate. People will trust you, naturally. And that's how it works. You understand? What are the benefits of public speaking and presentation? What are the benefits? Being a good public speaker can open a career opportunity and can help you to stand out among your competitors, to position you for authorities, for few, just like what I just said. Let me relate with you guys how I got into the United Nations before Donald Trump actually came in to scatter what we were doing. So I actually undergone training like this. I was also in a classroom setting. I was seated and I took my training. And after I finished taking that training, I decided to do internship with the organization. And I was given a role to also facilitate discussion, specifically area of project management. After a while, I shift to customer service. After a while, I shift to public speaking and presentation. During this period, I was developing myself. Then when the opportunity came, because I've always desired to work with the United Nations. In fact, where I see myself now is, look, once opportunity comes, I want to be traveling to Kigali, going to Kenya, going for conferences, standout seats, United Nations Development Program. I want to be there, unveiling new projects. If you ask me, that's what I want to do. That's my desire. So when I went for interview, what happened? Before I got the United Nations job, something actually happened. There was a competition. It's called Young Architects Competition. My background, my field is architecture. I call a few of my guys. Same thing I'm saying, network. I call a few of my guys from school. I said, guys, how far? I'm going to see one competition. And maybe this may just be one way we can also enter into the United Nations. I downloaded the brief. We went through it. We sat down. I paid for the entry fee. We sat down. Then we begin to brainstorm. We brainstorm, and we went into design. Fortunately. We did, and you know how it can be when you have not managed project before. Trying to meet with the deadline, and when you want to submit, that's when you see one error. You come back. You try to fix it, you see another error, you come back, try to fix it. We are going to submit by 12 p.m. that day. But by 10, we never settle how we want to. We have not gathered our material. And I said to the team, guys, we are going to submit no matter what. And we submitted. And we went back. Yes. What hit them was much because there are a lot of talents in Nigeria. A lot of talents. So they put in rooms of feedback. They were reviewing. Well, the fact remains that there's something about participating. If you don't participate, in the next opportunity, you will not see it. That's just the truth. Who participated and who didn't participate, they are not in the same category. That's just the obvious truth. Those of you who are presently in this class right now, and those who are not presently here, you are not in the same level. That's just the obvious truth. So when they went through, the list, they are from number 1 to 10. My team didn't make it. We're not on them. And I said, okay, fine. Maybe that's it. We have done what? We have done our best. So we left it at that. Then we'll continue with our normal endeavor. Then, few weeks after that submission, I received a mail that the award for that ceremony is happening the next day. I received that mail on Wednesday. The award is happening on Thursday. Immediately, in fact, I had accident on Tuesday of that week, that same week. I got attacked by hoodlums in the area, and I think I was left with a stab on my leg. So I went to the hospital, they stitched it and all of that. I left the hospital immediately. So they were trying to get my phone and my laptop, but I didn't allow them and all of that. So if they have gone with my phone and my laptop, it means I wouldn't have gotten that mail. So I got that mail on Wednesday. And I said, guys, how far any of you in Abuja, we need to go for that award. Mind you, they already sent mail before that time. They already sent mail to every other person, but they didn't send mail to us. That is, the team in Nigeria already sent mail to those who participated, but they didn't send to us. He now took the competitors, that is the organizers themselves, who are not even in Nigeria. They were the ones that sent that mail that I got it. Are you seeing how this whole thing is playing out? Then I kicked myself. There was no time, there was no venue. So what I did was I took my bags, got my clothes, and I went straight to their office in Asokoro. And I asked them. I got a mail about a certain award that is going on, Young Architect Competition. But I don't know, they didn't specify the venue, they didn't specify the time. Please, I want to go in. I know one or two persons that can give me direction. This is me hustling. The security man, like, well, if you don't have an appointment, blah, blah, this and this and this. I said, me, I don't go come up for here. That's how somebody just came out and I say, okay, oh, this guy has been asking for this. Oh, he said, oh, yes, go down. They are doing it in Newcastle Hotel, same as Sokoro. Go there, you will find them there. Everybody is there. And that is how I boarded Keke. I got there. Immediately I went in. Because one of the things you must do when you are looking for a job with an organization is to follow them on LinkedIn. If you follow them on LinkedIn, there are other persons who work with that organization. You begin to follow them. So immediately I got in, I was beginning to look for those I followed on LinkedIn. I saw Elijah. I saw the program manager of Shelter Department, who are actually the organizers of that event. These are the two people I know, at least from LinkedIn. They have never met. So immediately I walk up to them and the handshake to them. So my name is Mr. Solomon. I follow you on LinkedIn. Yes, I've seen all of the works that you do. I went to Elijah. Mr. Elijah, this because he was busy filming. I said, Mr. Elijah, how far? Please, Mr. Solomon, I follow you on LinkedIn. I see most of the work you do. Now, one of the things I actually was doing was on Instagram, I was reposting what they do. I was putting it on their stories. So in the office, I don't know, say they don't even talk about me. Say, get one guy for Instagram, if you just drop posts like this, in the repost that for us. He likes our posts, he shares, he comments. So when I met with David Okoko, it was like, oh, you are the guy that usually I say yes. Then I met, what's his name now? There's another person, but that was the connection that actually began to open door for me. Wilson. And I met Wilson. Wilson said, yes, I've seen you in Meduguri before. You came for the interview that time. I said, don't worry, this time around we have projects, you will be in. Then while I was still doing that, then I met with the chief of mission. So I was about to shake him, just the way you are holding this your money now. When I put my hand into my pocket, my money fell down. Then the chief of mission said, oh, but you will contribute that money into this our project. So we all laugh about it. Just a moment. I can see the woman, but I can't see you. Yes. So my money fell, and they said you will contribute it to the project. So we laugh about it. Then I introduced myself. I told him I've been to Meduguri before for this project and all of that. See what? So, and there's something about me, and that's why you must learn it. You need to keep engaging people. some of our ladies who are in the house, you know, those guys where they act on out. You know that there is one that can keep you in conversation. Very, very interesting. You don't do like say you don't know what they talk. There's one that will keep you in conversation. Oh, this guy can. There are some that will just ask you in the morning, how far have you eaten? That's all. But there are people who will engage you. You say, this guy knows how to keep conversation. You people say it. I've been like, I don't like that. You know how to keep a conversation, and that's what I did. So I kept him. I was beginning to, and see, you must learn how to tell stories. It's very, very important. You must do what? Learn how to tell stories. So I engaged him. So he was listening to me. I can't tap and say, okay, come on. They don't set camera. Can't do interview. Now you be head of chief of mission. So because he liked my gist, and he said, the person that was close to him, his PA, he said, give him my card. That's how I got the chief of mission's card. I still have it. Got his card. He came by saying, no, give him my direct number. And that's how I got his direct line. So till today, I still communicate with him. You understand? So what happened after that? I called him after a week and he said, Solomon, come to Jabi Lake Mall. So I went there. I said, and this is what you must do. Always be prepared. You know, sometimes opportunity will just find themselves. Always be what? Be prepared to sell yourself. So I spoke to my boss then. I said, look, I'm going for this discussion with this person. He said, Solomon, this is the time for you to do what? Sell yourself. Any of the efforts, any of the things that you have put in place. Welcome, comfort. Yes. Money. Any of the efforts, any of the things that you have put in place. This is the right time for you to do what? Sell yourself. That day, I think it was Nigeria that is playing, is it have the coast or so? So we sat for 2 hours. I was telling him all of the effort I've put in place just to be with the organization. All of the things I've done. How it was remaining 27,000 naira in my account. And I used it to enter vehicle from Abuja to Maiduguri. Squat with some colleagues who are present, who were serving them. I slept under mosquito. Then travel back. My oga did not the head because he knew how Maiduguri mosquitoes be. They giants. You understand? It's like they do press up. And I came back. So all of those effort becomes a story that I could relate. After we were done, do you know what he told me? He said, Solomon, you are passionate about this job. This is what I'm going to do for you. If you see any role that you are qualified for and you apply, let me know. And that was it. So immediately I applied. I told him I've applied for this role. I sent him the video of my documentary because there's also part of, we call it CV video, where you make a pitch. Yes, I'm going to share that with us in our platform. We call it CV video. You look at the brief of the job application. You look at the brief because most of your questions will come from there. Most of the questions will come from there. They want to see if you have the ability to do all of those things that was outlined in the brief. That's where most of your questions will come from. And I went through it and I did a video. So I shared the video with him and he was like, wow. And immediately he placed a call to Davis Okoko. The same Okoko that I've met in that event. She said, I have this boy, he's very good. He applies. He has applied for this job role. Let me know how he's going to do in the interview. So his own was just to get feedback. He wants to know how I'm going to do in the interview. So when we came down to Benue State here, the government house, we went to the government house, SEMA. That's where we went. We had the interview. My interview was around 4 in the evening. And during that interview, because there were some people online, there were some physically present. That's the hiring manager. The same Wilson that I met in that award. So I'm already familiar with their faces. I'm familiar with your faces now. If I have to walk into any organization and I met you guys in the same panel, do you think I'll be scared? No. So those places were already familiar. I've positioned myself. What have we said this morning? Go to LinkedIn, find those people, follow them, get familiar with them, know their name. One of the things that took the chief of mission, Lawrence, is me telling him his career, how long he has been in the industry. It's me telling him, I see that you have spent like something years in humanitarian. It was like, wow. You did a lot of research about me. I said, yes. But sweet people more than that. Find out about their background. They say, okay, this guy, they're doing homework. That's important of public speaking. It positions you for what? For opportunities. I needed to share that story because it is the same route that I followed. Are we together? Yes. So please, public speaking is very, very what? Important. It positions you for job opportunity. It boosts your confidence too. Yes. You will say all of these parts, all of these things that I did is part of confidence. If I wasn't confident enough, if I go meet her now, I ain't gonna look me. Two things will either happen. They tell you wait, or they accept you. But you must never stop doing what? Trying. Very, very important. Slide 6. Most of you are here today. I think I got a feedback from Comfort. Comfort said, look, when you came around, I just love the way you spoke to us. That became a motivation to be here. So you must always look for something to say that will leave impact. The goal as a public speaker is for you to leave impact with your audience. Leave an impact. Let people remember you. You understand? Very, very important. You get? Very, very important. That's also another importance of public speaking and presentation. As a human, we have two images that we carry. And I want to share with us, consciously or unconsciously, anytime you appear before people, they are going to judge you. It's normal. They will judge you. And this is the first thing they will do. Your first form of judgment is what we call your physical image. Your what? Your physical image. That's what they would use to judge you. So imagine this morning that maybe you walk in, and as soon as you walk in, you saw me. I look like somebody who has not taken his bath for like 3 days. The cloth I'm wearing is rumpy. I've not brushed my teeth. I didn't brush my hair. I was looking so unkempt. What will be running through your mind? Now this guy will take us public speaking and presentation. This one way you should don't take in the shape, get everything rough. Right? Some of you will pretend to make up, and from here, you don't go to your house. Physical what? Image. So people will always judge you when you appear before them. They don't know you, but they will do what? They will judge you. It's normal. Then the next thing is your what? Your vocal image. Vocal image. I'm doing extemporaneous, so you may not see what I'm saying, but I'm in slide 6. Your what? Your vocal image. When you open your mouth and speak. Oh, Comfort's lovely dress. Look at her corporates. It's Comfort. Welcome. Come and tell us about it. Comfort said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Comfort. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, and I'm happy to be here this morning to meet each and every one of you. If she speaks like that, you will say she's what? She's confident, not so. So her vocal image has complemented her physical image. So whenever you are going anywhere, you know what that means. Prepare yourself. Bath well. Package yourself. Very, very what? Important. Very important. Because before you say anything, people will first of all judge you by your appearance. It is normal. And it's not as if they do it intentionally. Oh. It's just normal. And that's why you will be able to differentiate. Okay, be like this one matters. Or this person is the same person. That's why you can differentiate. You judge the person. That's why. Right? Yes, you did. So just know that when you appear before people, they will judge you. You understand? And they will judge you based on your appearance and based on your what? On your vocal image. There was this guy when we went to, ladies, you know how you guys can hide. Went to NYC orientation. The guy is tall, the guy is fair, and the guy has beard, and he has a very thick voice. So immediately they gave him the mic, and he said, "Hello." The whole crowd, these are ladies. You know how you people will do now? You don't see fine boy we get a thick voice. Is that not what you people like? We're having it's a discussion, though. You understand? It's a discussion. We're having a discussion. That's what you people like. So they were here. I was like, what? Even the coordinator was like, yeah, what's going on? Vocal image. And use it. Some of us have lovely voice. Some of us can sing. Use it. Please, use it. No, that may just be your selling point. That may be your your icebreaker. Is that okay? Yes. But anywhere, any particular area that you are very good at, do what? In your public speaking, use it. Use it. Me, I like to tell stories. And you will listen to my story because I'm going to put small sugar inside. As we go, the thing will be sweet. So you will listen. You understand? So look for the one that works for you and build on it. There are other benefits, confidence, like us, what we have said. Yes. When you are called to speak, why don't you speak? If I say, Sonia, come and stand now. Come and maybe discuss one slide of the public speaking and presentation. What will make you not to come? You are shy. Yes. What about you, Itunu? Itunu? Yes. Glory. What will make you not to come and speak? Shy. Mr. Temple, what will make you, if you are called to speak, say, oh, yeah, come speak. What will make you not come and say you want to speak? They feel like you can be laughed at. Yes. Mr. Yakub. Lack of confidence. Yes. Comfort. Influence. Yes. From the audience. More these people who did this audience, and Sabi pass me. Anything I want to talk now, if you can't right? But the idea is simple. Like as I've mentioned before, you are the God. When you are called to speak, you are the God. And do you know one thing about confident people? When they are even saying rubbish, they will continue with it. That's one thing about confident people. Confident people are the most stupid people. Yes. Do you know that when I say something that you don't agree with, there is a way I will put it. You myself, where you sit down, you don't go please say you won't counter. And the reason is simple. You don't have all the facts. You get, and that's why you are the God when you stand to speak. You don't have all the facts. And that's it. Except maybe you are very good at that topic of discussion. Some of us, it takes time for us to analyze the whole thing before. But that thing when I get a talk for that CDS, that thing don't make sense. So now I call the thinker. You understand? It takes time for us to, you regurgitate and all of that. You get. So you see yourself as what? As God. First. So most of us, the reason why we don't come out is because of where we are shy, all of the things you have mentioned. Yes. But I want to ask you, I am sure most of us have engaged in public speaking before now, irrespective. Irrespective. So the first time you were called to speak and the third time you are called to speak, which one was better? The third time, same thing with you. Same thing with you. Same thing with you. Same thing with you. So what does that mean? What does that tell you? Practice. Practice. Engage in public speaking every now. Very, very important. Makes you boost your what? Your confidence. And forget say I speak like this, they follow and they talk, they do. Even me, get one time. And you know, there's something you people do in your community development service. Sometimes when we come, we'll tell you, okay, when you are done with your rituals, we can come in. And sometimes we are even not prepared. They say, hey, Oga, come. Should we say you want to talk? Come. And we were like, this guy don't even preempt me when I will come talk. It has happened to me too. I will just stand in front of the team members. I don't even know what to say. It has happened to me before. So it's normal. It makes you a what? A human being. But if you're an experienced speaker, you always have something to say. And you always have your introduction. No matter how. You always have what? Your introduction. Why don't we want to do marketing job? Why don't we want to do marketing job? You know, whenever you see a position has to do with marketing, you will say, no, I don't want to do. And it's simple. It's because you don't want to convince anybody. Right? You don't want to convince anybody. But do you know that marketing job, or if you have a sales skills, is one of the greatest skills you can ever have. Because look at it. If I can convince you to come to this class, it means that I can also convince other people. It means that I can communicate effectively. That's what it means. If you are able to sell your product, it means that you can communicate what? Effectively. So imagine somebody who has been in the marketing industry, marketing, and they come as a person, come and join us in our maybe radio station, TV station, and be talking to people. Do you think it will be difficult for that person? No, it will not. This person has been doing marketing job, and I say, oh, please, can you come and tell us about a certain topic? Do you think it will be difficult for that person? No, the person has already been talking to people. Not once, not twice. So marketing is one of the greatest skills. Yes, I know, say most of us no one do. We just want down where we say, you employ me, I sit down, I press computer, you pay me at the end of the month. Not be so? Yes. Nobody want to come and be. I don't want to do all those. But it's one of the greatest skills that you can have. And you can agree with me that if somebody like that, who already has marketing skill, if he meets Elon Musk for elevator, in elevator pitch, he go tell Elon Musk, say how far, but I get business. Yes. But this person can. And one of the person that was taking public speaking in my former organization, Mr. Dennis, he was in UK for a spaceship job. He did it for 2 years now. He moved to the United States of America. If you see that guy, if you see that guy, his voice alone will say, oh boy, who is this guy? I need this guy to be in my team. He's one of the great guys that I've learned few things from. He may not know. Maybe if I speak to him, maybe sometime, I tell him, oh boy, some of those things what you do for class, the way you present your discussion and all of that, I really love it. And those things have made marked impact in me as a person. So please prepare yourself. Just the way I related my job opportunity with the chief of mission. Be prepared. You never can tell. A friend of mine who was traveling to Lagos, I think 2 to 3 months ago, he met Peter Obi at the airport. And he wasn't shy. Say, Baba, I want to take a picture with you. You know, many of us, if we see Peter Obi now, we'll still be shy. Yes, we'll still be shy. But make that guy didn't be. Look at him. Yeah, but you might be where you, go near and ask, follow and snap now. No, you don't want to do that. Hey, benefit of public speaking, you increase your organizational skills, interpersonal skills, leadership, how you can deal with conflict as well. You understand? Greater social influence. There are people that are of great influence. When they write, boy, now this guy write this thing, they can write. But when you ask them to come and talk, voila. But they are keypad warriors. If they drop something like this, now voila. There's somebody that, is it Paul or Peter Okoye, picked up and sent to prison, says that he raped a girl that was serving in his that was doing domestic chores in the house. Keep her. But that lady is in prison now. Say, they just arrange, they pick her up, arraign her before court. Madam, talk waiting you talk for online now. No problem. Keep her the worries. So be watchful of the social influence that you see. You understand? Public speaking also helps to improve memory. You cannot say you are a good speaker and you cannot even retain some thoughts. No. You must retain some thoughts. Even if it's your introduction. That first one where you go tell lamb, that everybody wants to listen to you. You must have that in what? In mind. Very, very what? Important. So you must be able to recollect your thoughts. So when we call you, come and deliver public lecture for us. In space of 5-10 minutes. That's not the time for you to go and practice. Right? You cannot go and be practicing by that time. You come and deliver. So it's just for you to just recollect all the things, all the ideas that you have in your head. What is public speaking? What is public speaking? Two things stand out. Public speaking is a process, an act of making a speech before an audience. The first one, acts, means the work itself, the process. Acts, the skill, your style that you use. Right? Yes. So that's what public speaking is. It is not enough to talk in front of a group of people to be a brilliant speaker. It's not just enough. You must learn other things to put in. You understand? And we are going to be looking at some of them. Let me put it to you this way. Let me say this morning I just published on the platform and I said, there's not going to be class this morning, and I left it again. How many of you will be happy? Will you be happy with that statement? You will not be happy. You say, what kind of nonsense is this? Why would this? He didn't even give reasons. Just say, there will not be class. So it is not just for you to be a speaker alone. There are other things you need to learn. But what if I published on the group this morning? I said, your team members, because of the unforeseen circumstances, a friend of mine lost his dad 2 weeks ago, and this morning, 4th of April, Saturday, 2026, has been fixed as the burial. You understand? So, and I'm one of the co-stakeholders for the burial arrangements. And as a result of this, I will not be able to be chanced to take the training as at 7:30 a.m. as already scheduled this morning. I'll be going for the burial. So please, apologies for the inconveniences. How will you feel? Can you write? Yes. Did I put emotion into it? Yes. I was able to put emotion into it. We were able to understand. So as a speaker, it is not just for you to speak. It is for you to know when to put in emotions. You understand? Very, very what? Important. Are we together? Very good. Actually, there's a burial I'm going to. There's a burial I'm going to. So it's not just a painted scenario. There's a burial I'm going to, but the burial is starting by 12. You understand? I'll just go there, listen to the burial talk, and I'll come back. I don't want to go to another burial ground. I went to one last month. I don't want to go to another one because the thing they give me some kind, you understand? But it's a normal place to actually be going on a regular. So she's already telling me no. Do you know what happened? I was in Abuja last month. I went for a friend's a sister's burial. Yeah, my friend way from school. She lost her sister, I think February or so. So the burial was last month. So I went to Abuja, Gudu Cemetery. And you see, all of the things they were doing, I don't have an issue with it normally because two people were going to bury at the same time. I didn't have issues with it because normally people would die, right? But there's something that shocked me. After they are done with the burial, then they were asking the guy, because usually in the burial ground, what they do is some people will say, okay, fine, we want you to put blocks want you to put ties and all of that, do all of those paparazzi so that we can always come back and see where we buried our loved one and all of that. But for my friend's sister, they didn't do all of those things. So they just buried her normally and covered her, right? So the brother was like asking, if I want to come back and look at my sister's grave now, how will I know? And the guy, the burial people, what they call it, is it the undertakers or what they call them? I don't know. Those people that are working. Most of us don't know their name, but we need to go and find out. You understand? They were like, okay, don't worry, just give us the number. Because by the time you come next week, everywhere wrong. Right? I was like, wait, this guy. So people go, you they expect customer. Like that was the only thing that was ringing in my head. Now, okay, don't worry, just give us the number away because when you come next week, everywhere here, you go down full, go down. And he said it, no remorse, nothing, no emotion. Say somebody just buried his sister. So other more dead bodies are coming. I say, wow. That's it. So I don't want to go. Once I just listen to this thing, we cry for where we won't cry. Make they carry the body they go. Me, I will just come back home. Make I clear my head too. What have I just done? I've used emotion in my speech. See the way comfort they look at me. See this guy. Now death matter they talk like this. That's what our face is saying. You understand? That's what our face is saying. So as a speaker, you must learn how to do what? Put emotion. Another thing that a public speaker must use, power of words. Power of what? Words. World War II was caused by power of what? Words. Adolf Hitler was saying, we shall fight. We will not surrender. We will fight. We will not surrender. We will fight. We will not surrender. 1930s. One of the rulers in Germany. We will fight. We will not what? We will not surrender. He was saying it and was saying it. Now, the people he was saying it to, he was not saying it as if it was an information. Those his speech were beginning to have psychological armor in the British. So anything when they want to hear, oh, we must fight. We will not what? Surrender. We will fight. We will not surrender. And that was it. They went to war and they scattered everything. The Jews are the problem. They are taking our jobs. They are taking our wives. We must kill them. And that's how 6 million Jews were killed. Powerful words. It's great influence. So you must think this. Power of words has great influence. You understand? Very, very important. We must master all of this. How many of us have seen these epic historical movies? Yes. Except maybe for Mr. Yakubu that is here, what I'm about to say, you may also still understand it. We are presently in the commemoration of Jesus Christ's death, not so. Yes, we are in the period, Easter, Friday, yesterday, and all of that. Do you remember how Jesus found himself in that situation? Words. He said he's the son of God. He's the king of the Jews. And the Jewish Sanhedrin find that to be blasphemy. They say, no, how can you say that? And they begin to transfer Jesus to kings upon kings. Took him to Pilate. And when he was there, the elders, they were chanting, step him, put him on the stake, put him on the stake. You know how that movie used to be? Put him on the stake. Put him, before you know, one person will start. Put him on the stake. Everybody. Powerful words. And that's how Jesus finds himself where he finds himself. I was seeing what words can do. You know that I can build a church today. And I will tell people, when I build a church, I'll just look for 100 people, gather them. I'll look for one scripture that supports killing. And I will just tell these 100 people, say, oh boy, I want to build a church. Our own is to kill, just kill people. Put the scripture, tell them. Out of those 100 people, I will see 20 people that will follow me. I will call ourselves, we are radical Christians. We kill for survival. And that's it. Influence. And people will follow me. Recently, is he a pastor now? Or is a motivational speaker? I don't know the one we can call him. He recently went and do tattoo. Right? You will remember he did tattoo. Before now, most of us believe that tattoo is what? Wrong. It's a sin. But if the person where they look up to don't go do tattoo, if he say anybody will do tattoo before, they go fire. So if they go fire, me too, I will follow and do the fire if I do the same tattoo. But a lot of people will go and do it. Influence. Influence. I may stand here now. Maybe some of you are friends with what's it called? Very dark man. We are not a friend of very dark man. Do you know what I can do to convince you for you not to be friend of very dark man again? If you are friends with him, if you like what he do, you know what I will? I will look for all the bad things that he has done. That's what I will be selling out. You see all the good one we do, I don't go talk about that. I will sell out the wrong narrative. That's how it happens. Just sell the wrong one. At the end of the day, you will either say, okay, this guy is making sense. By the time you fall, I've been able to do what? Influence you. That's the goal of public speaking. And let me also tell us, please, anytime you appear before people, any conversation, discussion, topic, anything, consider in public speaking is an argument. And you can counter it. There's every high chances that when you go for another public speaking class, all of these things I'm saying right now, that person may counter it. It's an argument. So public speaking is all about argument. I think we are going to talk about it when we get to the persuasion of Aristotle. Are we together? So it's all about argument. So just when we say argument, we are not saying go push it, fight to throw blow. No. You counter. Is agree to what? To counter. Just agree to counter. And all of that. You get. So let's look at the three parts of speech persuasion by Aristotle. Yes. Let's look at it. The art of speaking in public. Somebody's device is on. Yes, you can just turn down the volume. Turn down the volume so that it does not echo. Says the art of speaking in public is not new. It is a long tradition that can be traced back to classical Greece. The first rule of public speech were elaborated on over 2,000 years ago by the Greek philosopher and teacher Alexander the Great, Aristotle. We know them as the three basic parts of speech: ethos, credibility, logos, logic behind any conclusion drawn by a speaker, pathos, emotions, emotional appeal, or ability to create connection between the speaker and his audience. In order for you to achieve this, Aristotle is saying that there are three things. For you to achieve a very good public speech, Aristotle is saying that there are three things you need to do, which are the basic part of speech. One, he's saying that, look, you must have credibility. The speaker himself, does he have the right to speak on this topic? Does this person have the right to speak on this topic? Just give me a moment. Just a moment, guys. So credibility of the speakers matter. Yes. Like we said before, audience will always question you. When you appear, they always question your credibility. The first thing they want to ask themselves, does this person have the right to speak on this topic? And this person speak on this topic, does he have the right to speak on this topic? So when you engage in public speaking, the audience will question your capability. Just paint this scenario. You travel a lot. Let's say you travel a lot, especially from Benue State. You go to Abuja, maybe frequently, every weekend. Maybe you travel to Abuja. And you go to use Benue Links Park. Whenever you go to Benue Links Park, there is this guy. You know him. He always loads the bus, the vehicle. Those your load, yam, beans, all of those things. It's part of the people who are loading it into the vehicle. You know him. Right? You know him. That's what he does. That's what he does. Then one of these days, you are going to Abuja for conference. And that conference, Dangote is going to be there. Elon Musk, top African men, rich African men, businessmen. Dangote, Elon Musk, Alakija. Think of them. And one of that summit is for artificial intelligence developments, right? Artificial intelligence developments, the use of AI, right? Then you go to the event, and they say, okay, fine. We're about to begin the event right now, and we'll be introducing our first speaker. And they call this person, and the person climb and come to the podium. Guess who you saw? That's going to be delivering the first speech. See that guy where they load for Benue Links, where they put load for boot. Now be the first person you see. We're going to deliver the speech. What's it go through your mind? Wow. As how? You'll be shocked. As how? For how now? I will tell this. I will tell this guy you saw. Okay. I mean, I'm twin. I mean, not be him. Now the guy now. Wait, this guy now. Now they load something. You know what you are doing? You are questioning is what? His credibility. That's what you are doing. No, I know. Say now this thing they load for Benue Links. How come? So they always question your credibility. You understand? And you know why you are doing that? It's because you have judged the person. Remember that thing I said? Even right here, you did it. You didn't judge the person. No, you now load, you did load for Benue Links Park. How come you can't do for this kind of event where that will take a day, Elon Musk day, top businessmen day here, and you where they load? No. It's not going to be possible. But when the person come open his mouth, talk. Oh, okay. It's like Nigeria happened to him. That's why he's doing that. That and nothing that cannot happen overnight. You understand? The logic. What is this guy saying? Okay, this guy, what's in the talk? They make sense. You will not believe it. That this guy that is loading in Benue Links Park can give eloquent speech like this. You will not believe it. Right? That's the logic. Persuasion. The logos. Logic. So you are using emotional appeal. The credibility is now making sense. Best thing, you are not beginning to see him beyond Benue Links Park. You are not beginning to see him as somebody who says, oh, this guy is highly intelligent. So even if you see him in Benue Links Park again, still loading. If you tell your friend, go see that guy. That guy get brain. That guy is a graduate. You know when somebody is selling somebody for you, that guy is forget saying they do that, if you they disguise. So that's what Aristotle is saying. That look, for you to be able to make a good speech, you must apply these three logic of persuasion. This persuasion, you must put it in. You understand? You get it. And again, it also happens the other way around. For some of us, maybe when we travel, we go to our friend's place, say, boy, we don't want to find girl for this area. And again, I be finest. You know, guys to guys, they talk. And they won't correct babe, they say. And you, maybe you are coming from a family that gets food. You know how, as a guy, you know how many people will disturb your sisters, and you know how pretty they are. You can't reach that area. You're going to say, now the girl be that. You're like, what? Now the girl be this. Now they hate. Now the finance there for the area. No. Overhype. It's all about still credibility. You know, there are people who, when they want to come out to the podium and speak, if the MC does not put all of their degrees, all of their PhDs, you never introduce them. Hey, say this person get PhD, he's PhD in this one, he did a master in the University of Hertfordshire, he did this. You don't pack all the name, you can say, okay, that means this guy, as him they come, he go drop rebars after all the hailing. Because he can't come in first 2 lines. Now the whole thing with this, all this whole PhD, GGP, all this way, Gara, so you don't even sound like a prof. Credibility. And that's why, as a speaker, when you do good today, when you deliver your speech, is very, very beautiful, right? They like it. You have built credibility. That's what you have done. If you develop a very good speech, you have built what? Credibility. So when you are mounting that podium again, as they say, you say, okay, please, a round of applause for Comfort as she's coming to deliver a speech. You will see the audience, they are jamming their hands together because they know what you can do. Please, do not disappoint. What did you do before? Make sure, say, what you're about to do is even far greater. That's credibility. So you must maintain your what? Your status quo. That's what Aristotle is saying. You must be able to use those 3 things. Persuasion. You understand? You must be able to use this. Let's look at the Cicero's 5 canon of rhetorics. When we look at these 2, then we'll talk about the types of speech. Then all of us will now start the real discussion because not only me go talk. Every one of us here will talk. You understand? What is Cicero saying? What is he talking about? Cicero is a Roman lawyer, and back in the days, in the Roman Empire, they consider you as a leader if you can speak, if you're a good orator. Automatically, they just consider you, say, no, this one will be our leader. So Cicero was one of them in the Roman Empire. He could speak. Cicero is saying that, look, for you to be a very good speaker, there are 5 things that you need to put in place. What are those things that you need to put in place? Cicero is saying that you must know how to invent. Now, what are the 5 canon of rhetorics? Rhetorics means the presentation itself. Canon, the building blocks. How do you develop your speech? Rhetorics, the presentation itself. Canon, the building what? Blocks. I mean, slide 15. The building blocks. What is he talking about? He's saying that the first thing you must do as a speaker is that you need to make an invention. I mentioned it before. Every public speaking engagement you are going to find yourself is an argument. Is what? Is an argument. Remember when we began our discussion this morning, we painted a scenario of a young man who went to the father-in-law and said, the father-in-law asked him, why do you want to marry my daughter? He said, I want to marry your daughter because your daughter is from a wealthy home. Then we had an argument. Some people say, well, if the guy is doing well, I'm going to give him my daughter. It means that he has ambition. I say, no, that means by the time the family go bankrupt, the guy will run away. It's an argument. They are both arguments and they are both valid. Right? Yes. So every public speaking engagement is going to do what? An argument. So have this in mind. So Comfort may be saying another thing. Glory will counter it and say, no, I don't agree. Do you understand? But of course, We are going to teach ourselves how we can do that and pass information effectively and all of that. So Cicero is saying the first thing you need to do, part of your block, which is the canon, is invention. You invent. Yes. You make an argument. Then the next thing he says, now talking about the arguments, I just made mention of that example. I think when Hilda Basi was cooking rice, that biggest pot of jollof rice in Africa, and some people say, Hilda Basi no wash that rice. Hilda Basi no wash the rice. Right? Some people believe. But it was washed. Now you they talk that one. And you because you believe it was washed. But some people say she no wash, and some people believe. Some people say she washed it, and some people still believe. Many of us believe what we believe today because of somebody told us. Yes. Have you heard of the phrase, or is it a sentence now, that Nigerian youth are lazy? Have you heard it? Have you heard it? Well, who said that? The late president. But it was the one that said it. That Nigerians they are lazy. Lazy Nigerian youth. But you know that Buhari never said that. He didn't. He didn't say it. I'm going to read what he said to you later on. So let's continue. I'll read to you what he said. So many of us believe what we believe today because of people told us. Mr. Yakubu, I want to ask us. Yes. But I think most of us here, we belong to the Christian background. But there are some things that we have heard. That when a Muslim person dies, they will give him 77 virgins. Have you heard that? Yes. You have heard it. But is that correct? Say that when you die like this, you know, one of the scary things in the world is to ask somebody to go and fight like war. It's one of the scary things in the world. You know, even we that were still now, if they say carry gun, go and fight criminals or go and fight that like war, it's very scary. So that's what God told for those that left their home, left their comfort zone during the prophethood of the prophet of Islam, that's Muhammad, go out and fight. Then the people ask, what is our reward if we fight them? Then most of them are youth that never marry, and some of them are married men. And among the what men like is women. Among of the one thing that will comfort man is a woman. So we are fighting, struggling. Now, if you say I want to marry, for instance, from your tribe, and they spend a lot of money. But when the work come, I didn't marry, then I have a hope of marrying. Then I say, go out to fight. If you were died there, part of your reward that is a virgin woman waiting for you. What a man would like from a woman is when you marry a girl, you find out her in your first night to be virgin. It's one of the good things. And it's signaling something to a man that you feel. Some people can even come out and be telling that my wife is virgin. So that's why God said that because of the scary things, someone should to die there. Those wives that we like in the world is going to multiply them up to 72 times. You know, some scripture are exaggeration to God show you that how merciful He is. That's the content. But when you go to fight him because of that God, is God that saying you, not the fight that we are fighting today. We want to kill somebody because of politics. We want to kill somebody because of money. Not that fight. The fight that God said, go and fight. And now there is no prophet in the world. So there's no way that God can come to me now and tell me, go and fight. Even if I started fighting today, I'm not fighting because of God. So that's what they are saying. That's what the scripture said. If you fight because God sent you to fight, that's what He's going to relate to wives, because they are part of the things that men like. That's what the scripture says. So now, this is a general belief that has been sold, right? People believe. But He said it. If you check the scripture, that's not what say if you die, they'll give you. That's not what He says, though. Somebody made mention of those things, and people what? Believe it. you getting the point now? Yes. So it's an influence. So whether it is good, whether it is bad, you see the work way they do. So it's not correct. It's not correct. But when we tell you, okay, no, if I die, I will get 3 vegetables.
So if we should get the food, who's going to use the food?
That's the argument. That's the argument. You understand? Yes. So many of us believe what we believe because somebody said it. And I want to beg us. It is very, very important. Do research. 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 Let's assume he was also told the same thing. Do you know what he will tell us? Yes. That's what they told us. And that's how it's going to be. But you see that he was able to begin to tell us, look, oh, this thing where they talk, say, first, you must get yourself engaged in fighting. And he also came back and said, those fighting does not happen again. So who won't give? So if you go fight now, who won't give you the? I don't know whether we are getting the point. So everything that you hear, I've not heard before. You say Yoruba people are dead. They will say Igbo people are too. They love money. And they will say Hausa people are they are what? I have been to the north. I have stayed with the people. I have been with Igbo people. I am a Yoruba myself. Yes. Do you understand? So I cannot tell you categorically that every Igbo person that I've met are so money conscious. So it's just a stereotype that they sell. It's not all Yoruba people that are dirty. I've met with Northerners that are very nice. I just told you, I went to Meduguri and I was accommodated. I don't know any of those guys. But it's just a wrong narrative that they sell. Stereotype. Are we getting the point? Stereotype. So many of us believe what we believe. My sister, go off. Oh my goodness. I didn't know the battery has gone off. So Cicero is saying invention, developments, events. Yeah, that's what Cicero is saying. Then the next thing is, just a moment. My system actually went off. I didn't know. So I'm going to come back online and share the screen again. Okay, join. Let me see. Okay. So the next one is arrangement. Yes. When you are done with your inventing, you have developed and refined your arguments, finding a way to persuade people. The next one is what? Arrangement. And the first thing you want to do is attention grabber. Attention what? Grabber. What can you do to get your audience attention from the beginning? You may want to start with a quote. You may want to start with a question. You may also want to start with a story. Sometimes you may even decide to be silent. All of these things are dependent on your audience, when you can apply them. Are you getting my point? They are dependent on your audience when you can apply them. Let me see when this thing can come up. So introduction, you are going to do introduction. You tell us benefit of the class, what you are going to get at the end of the discussion, and all of that. The learning outcome, the learning objectives, and all of that. Those are arrangements. You understand? Then the next thing you do is you go to the body. You develop your main topic, your discussion. Then, of course, you do your conclusion. And in your conclusion, you make sure you inculcate call to action. What does call to action mean? For every speech that you give, there's a call to action. Remember I told you guys that I will go and speak to 100 people. I will convince them, let us start a church. And our church will be called Radical Christians. Our own is to carry gun and kill people. Now I've gotten 20 people out of those 100 people. Then the next thing I want to shout, how far? How many of you have AK-47? And say, yes, I get. That's called to what? Action. Do we get it? Call to action. Very important. Then the next one is style. Style. How do you want to start? If you observe me very well, because one of the things my boss taught me is that you also learn from looking. Not everything. Yes. Yes, you also learn from looking. Yes, you learn from looking. If you observe me very well, what are the things I've done this morning? Have you seen me sat down? Have you seen me stand up? Have you seen me use my hand gesture? Have you seen me look at you eyeball to eyeball? Have you seen me touch you? Have you seen me shake you? All of those things are things that we do. How do you feel when a speaker, maybe in a very large audience, walk up to you and tap you at the back? How do you feel? Yes, this guy observe me. Hey, people in the audience will grab Sonia. You sabi the man. You understand? That's how you feel. So start. Very important. Start. What style are you going to use? Gesture. What are you using? It may be motivation. I might just maybe if I go to CDS, I'll say, go to NYC Camp and say, I'm just coming from the Senate House. Myself and the DG of NYC, we have sat down with the federal government and we have concluded and agreed that from your next salary will be 250K. What do you think will happen? Hey, Jubilee, hey, they will be so happy. There's excitement. Start. That may be your opening speech. You have done what? You have grabbed their attention. You don't have them to yourself. I think I did that in one of the CDS not too long ago, maybe last 2 weeks ago. When I came there, I told them, I said, look, I said, who is the timekeeper for this CDS? They say, one person just raised up here. I said, look, let me know when I go beyond 1 hour. And the crowd was like, hey, 1 hour, okay. You understand? So you have them. Start. Very, very what? Important. And I want to tell us, most of the motivations that we have had, some of people have used it to start business. So, I started my restaurants with 1 cup of this, 1 cup of rice, half a derica of oil, and today I own Mr. Biggs. Yes. See that quote. Some people have actually started business with that. Does that motivation? Some people need to be driven. Some people need to be pushed before they can do what? Before they can move. Inspire, to Maguire, to inquire, to whatever, to expire. Many people have established their business as a result of that. You understand? So Cicero is saying you have to choose a style that helps you to know the right words to use. Then the next one is memory. You cannot say you're a good public speaker, you cannot retain some things in your head. I think we mentioned it before. You understand? Memory. Understand? Remember I said, please try to make research. It's very, very important. Then the next thing is your delivery. How do you deliver? Were you able to persuade? Because at the end of the day, your ability, see, you want to lead the room, you want to lead people persuaded. You want them to feel the impact. Say, yes, true. Yes. This class I went for, I actually gave something. That's what you want to use. Leave room for them to they long for more. You understand? So that's what Cicero is doing. And when we look at the modern day element of public speaking and presentation, I'm in slide 16 now. I'm trying to see if I can share my screen, but it's not coming up. I don't know why. Let me do this so that I can have my screen. But I think every one of us have the material, so we can just follow through so that we don't waste much time. Slide 16. Yes, I think I can share now. Let me join back the meeting. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, Blessing is here. Blessing, I've gotten your message. Yes, I've gotten your message. We'll do the needful immediately after. Yes, I'm trying to make sure we get back to the meeting from here so that I can share my screen so that those who will be watching the recording later, they can I don't know how this thing went off. Uh-oh. I think I used the wrong link. Let me go and check. Use the wrong link to join. Just a moment, guys. I'm just trying to ensure that you guys are in public speaking. So that I don't just yes, I've sent the link now. Copy. I don't know, my system went off. I wasn't charging it. Yes, this is it. Join me too. All right. Sorry about the. So the screen is being shared now. I hope we can see it. Yes. So modern day element of public speaking and presentation is saying that who are my audience? Who are my audience? Like we said before, the way you present to young persons is different from the way you prepare for adult persons. So who are my audience? I need to understand my audience. Who are my audience? Who is saying what to whom, using what medium, with what effect? So that's the modern day of speech. Yes. So we're going to be looking at 3 types of speech, and this is where we'll call it off for today. 3 types of speech. The first one is an impromptu speech. I'm in slide 17 now. Impromptu speech. Can you guys see the screen now? Let me see. Is it sharing?
Yes, sir. It's sharing.
Okay. Okay. It's showing presenting, but it's not sharing. I don't know. Everything. Impromptu speech are the type of speech you have no time to prepare. Impromptu speech will not give you time to prepare it. Sharp, you just go to the podium and you start to deliver your speech. That's it. Impromptu speech. Manuscript speech. Manuscript speech. Yes. What are manuscript speech? This type of speech is written like a manuscript and it is meant to be delivered word for word. Used when every word carries a lot of weight and should not be misquoted. Nigerian youths are lazy. I said I was going to come back to that. Who said it? You said the former president, right? He said Nigerian youth are lazy. Do you believe it? Do you believe he said it? You believe he said it? What about you? You believe he said it? Glory, you believe he said it? You know? Don't you believe that I said it? You didn't believe that I said it? Okay, all of us believe because the guy was pointing fingers to Nigerian youth, so all of us are youth. So we say, okay, no, this guy did against us. So we believe, except maybe for comfort. Right? So we believe it. Now, did you know that Buhari never said that? He didn't say that. Now, let me read what Buhari said. Now, this were his exact words. When he went for Commonwealth Business Forum in London, April 18th, 2018, Buhari said, we have a very young population. More than 60% of the population is below the age of 30. A lot of them haven't been to school, and they are claiming that Nigeria is an oil-producing country. Therefore, they should sit and do nothing and get healthcare and education for free. That was his exact words. But do you know what we did? We misquoted it, interpreted it. That Buhari said, Nigerian youth are what? Lazy. Do you see the ideology behind manuscript speech? That is why if you go online, if we do a survey right now, or we do a little exercise, if I whisper something to Comfort, and Comfort whisper that same thing I whisper to Yakubu, by the time Yakubu is whispering it to Temple, by the time Temple now whisper it to Glory to Itunu to Sonia. When I now tell Sonia, tell us what I whisper to Comfort, is another thing entirely. Right? Is another thing entirely. So Buhari was misquoted. Many of us have not even watched the video. Many of us did not even read the newspaper. But as he talker, yes. Buhari they tell say we Nigerian youth were lazy. That man not try. Did he say it truthfully? Did you confirm? And that's why for me, I'm very, very wary about publications that I make. I don't just post anything. I'm very, very much wary. And that's why you must be careful. When things are trending, relax. You understand? Relax. I think even the Bible says that somebody who is discerning enough to observe first, that person has wisdom. Relax. No, join the bad wagon. Say, hey, yes, sir. No. Relax first. Internalize and know what is going on. You understand? So, Nigerian youth are lazy. Buhari never said that, or he was just misquoted. You understand? Then, extemporaneous speech is a combination of both manuscript speech. Yes, just a moment. Manuscript speech and what? An impromptu speech. Yes. So, among these three speeches, which one of them is difficult? Among these three speeches, which one is difficult? Use the chat box, those of us online. Which of these speeches is difficult? Yes, I'm coming. Yes, so which of them is difficult? Sonia, which of these three speeches, which one is difficult? Yes, Itunu, which of them is difficult? Glory, which of them? Temple. Yes, Comfort, which of them is difficult? Impromptu speech. That you're not prepared for. Okay, that one you are not prepared for. That one is difficult. Okay. You know why I like this class? We are going to actually practicalize. Yes. We are going to practicalize it. Please, who is coming out first? Yes. Who is coming out first? No. Who is coming out first? Who is going first? Who is going first? A round of applause for Comfort. Please, jam your hands together for Comfort. Encourage her, encourage her, encourage her, encourage her. Encourage her. Yes. All of you online, you can see Comfort. Let me help position. Impromptu speech. Yes. Impromptu speech. Okay. So I want everybody to see. Yes, please come. This is stage. This is stage. so that everybody can see you. Yes, you can see yourself. Everybody can see you. Please confirm those of us online that we can see Comfort.
Yes.
Yes. All of them are doing thumbs up. I see them. Don't worry. Next week, now they are turn. You go show them. You understand? Yes. So we have been able to discuss. We have looked at Aristotle's persuasion, logic, logos, and we have also looked at Cicero's canon of rhetorics. Right? We have been able to build a lot of things involving public speaking and presentation this morning. So we're looking at the 3 types of speech right now. And we'll start with an impromptu speech. An impromptu speech is speech that you are not prepared for. You are just called upon to the stage and you deliver. And that's what you are going to do. Now, when you deliver your speech, you will learn. They will also learn from you. And they will use it to also develop themselves. By the time you walk out of this door, you will not be the same as every other person who has not come for public speaking class. You understand? So in every of the class, we usually have chief critics. They will tell you what you did wrong, and they will tell you what you did right. You understand? So they will give you feedback. So they will also be constructive with their feedback. Constructive criticism. You understand? Constructive criticism. That's the essence of public speaking. Mr. Temple, don't worry, don't fly from that chair. You understand? Don't fly away. Those people who are online, they will think they have escaped. They have not. You understand? Because everybody will still do this thing. It's part of the assessment. You understand? So we'll give you a topic. You understand? Now, I'll give you a hint. The hint I want to give you right now is, you can introduce yourself when you came in. Okay, so you can start with that. You start with that. So, yes. Words are like broken bottles. When you say it, you cannot take it back. Words are like broken bottles. When you say it, you cannot take it back. Develop the team.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No, they're watching you. Yeah, if you want.
Okay. Starting from my name. My name is Comfort Philip Johnson. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I'm a copper serving in Benue State. I want to. Okay. Talking about words that are like broken bottles. When you say it, you cannot take it back again. I'll quickly use a story about a dove and a man. There was one day a man got a dove, and when the dove was in his hand, the dove said to the man, "Let me fly to that tree, and I will tell you 3 things that will make you rich." So the man let the dove go. And when the dove was on the tree, the dove said to the man, 1, always hold fast to what you have got. 2, do not lose what you have already got. And 3, do not cry for what you cannot have. So when the dove had finished hearing this, it flew away. By now, the man came back to his senses. He regretted having let the dove go, but he couldn't cry because he knew that he wouldn't have the dove again, just because he allowed the dove go, just as the dove went. So this is just a brief hint to tell us that whatever that comes out of your mouth, you can never take it back again. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, a round of applause for Comfort. No, never go. No, come on, please. Never go. A round of applause for her. Yes, they are also clapping for you online. But I think this is not the first time Comfort is, right? How many of you believe that Comfort, this is not your first time you are doing public speaking? It's not your first time. It's not her first time. Yes. There's something she did. Yes, there's something she did, which we all must use. She told us a story. You know that you are very much interested in that story. That's one of the things she did. But you are very much so you can use that as a speaker. We have said it here. You understand? So Comfort, you did so well. It's just that we're expecting more. But then no, let me not criticize yet. Yes, Mr. Yakub. What did she do right? What did she do wrong? Yes. Wait, wait. No, you must say your own. Whenever you're in the meeting, you must talk your own.
All right.
What did she do right? What did she do wrong?
All right. She almost do it perfectly, but what she do best right is introduction, and secondly, her use of words are very perfect without missing them, mixing this one and this one. There is no repetition. And when what she didn't do right, she's on the stage, but she's moving like here and there. Then she will lose. Look at the camera there. Look at the camera. There's someone that is stationary here. So she's going like this. Some audience will lose her first when she's talking because she's moving. What I see.
Yes, it's a couple. What did she do right? What did she do right? Yes. Criticize. You must criticize. You don't have to point. You have to criticize. They can't them while they criticize. It's not for them. Yes.
Well, to me, I would say she actually did well. She did very, very well. The story part, telling the story before she started giving awards, I would say she did actually well. But the place I noticed a little error, not much, just little, like what my brother said. Like she was just moving, she wasn't actually concentrating the camera. But aside that, she's 10.
All right. Yes.
Well, she did well. It's the first time. So she was tried.
Okay.
She did well. Maybe the second time she'll do better than this.
You did very well. What you just did now, me, I cannot do it. Oh, that's the truth, though. I love your confidence. Your confidence is high, like 10. Man, apart from that one, they say you are parabolating. That's the only issue. But the rest is very good, very, very good. We actually did that.
Yes, Sonia.
Yeah. So for me, she did well. She spoke fluently and she has confidence. Yeah, she did very well.
Thank you very much for the feedback. Thank you very much for the feedback. Yes. So let me also give you my own feedback. I was expecting more. I was expecting more. Yes. In as much as you are very confident, I feel you just want to wrap it up and leave the stage. Yes. I just want to wrap it up and leave the stage. You understand? Yes. Then there is something that you observe that they feel maybe it's not okay, but it's actually okay. You see, when you have your audience, these are your audience, including the camera, right? Yes. So if you walk up to him, look at their faces. It's also as if you look at where the camera is positioned, it's centralized. It was put in that position deliberately. So you can move. Feel free to move. Use 75% of your stage. So you did it well. So it's correct by our movement. Yes, you understand. Yes, you may not focus our attention on the camera simply because when our eye pass the camera. Like the way she see and then she go first. You understand? And people online, she don't know them. She go say, okay, no. But you see these people here, if I mess up, now them go criticize me. You understand? But we're expecting more, the body build. Yes, I understand that it's an impromptu speech, but thank you very much. You did so well. Please, a round of applause for her again. So, voluntarily, who is going next? Voluntarily. Voluntarily, who is going next? Me, I'll call you. I'll call you. Please, a round of applause for it, A round of applause for her, please. Encourage her.
I'm serious.
Oh, yeah. Even if it is cry, you can. And cry is part of it. So even if it is to cry. Oh, yeah. This is the stage. Yes. And you hear the topic first now. Come here. Come to the stage. Let them see before you run away when the topic comes. Be in the stage. You know this. No, come here. I'm not seeing you. You know the beauty of this whole thing. All of this, your demonstration that you are doing, is being recorded. So you watch yourself later. Yes. Are you ready? How's your heart being? Yes. So, you see what she has done. And you just build from it. There's something I'm going to come back to. So, somebody note it down. Yes, when she introduced herself. Put it down. That Comfort introduced herself. I'm going to talk about it. I forgot to mention it. Comfort introduction. Just remind me if I forget. Yes. Excuses are signs of incompetence. Excuses are signs of incompetence. Develop this.
On me, I believe that excuse is a sign of inconfidence. Is that
Incompetence.
incompetence? Is that once you are giving a part. My name is Adi Banjo. It's another one, like I said earlier. And excuse is a sign of incompetence. What I believe is that once you are given a particular job to do, even if you are not, you don't have that confidence to do that work, at least try to do it instead of giving excuses about it. I mean, no. For example, now maybe you are working in a particular company, so they gave you a job to do. Maybe you have to write a speech about a particular thing. You should write a speech. It's even if you don't know about that speech, at least try to put it into writing. You can search for it, develop it, even ask people around instead of giving excuse. Even yes, you know you cannot do it, but please still give that you can still try and do it.
Call to action. Call to action. Call to action. Please, a round of applause for her. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. A round of applause for her. You people are not clapping. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yes. You know the reason why I give you that topic. You see, there is something we must learn. Don't always say I cannot do it. Don't always say you cannot do it. Because you can do it. You can do what? You can do it. You see, sometimes I see most of my students. These guys, there's this particular guy, his name is Godwin Lass. He's currently a youth ambassador for United Nations Development Program. And I'm going to wonder, what did this guy really know where I don't know? When did that place? Do you see the way I'm looking at myself? Not the way this guy they do what I know if he do. But just that sometimes it's all about opportunities. Sometimes those opportunities are not present in the front. Now, one of the ways we can develop ourselves, just like as you have mentioned in our speech, is when they give us a task. We try to just do it. You understand? We just try and do it. When we push, something will come up of it. Right now, you have done it. Hey, you don't do it, you don't do it. Maybe so. By the time we call you next time now to come and do it, will you feel the same way you feel? No. So it always starts from somewhere. Is that okay? Yes. So now, introduction of yourself. Let me share an idea with you guys. When you are given a topic, you can buy time. Do what? Buy time. How can you buy time? Excuses are signs of incompetence. That's a question before me, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. My name is Itunolua, presently serving in Benue State, and I'm attending public speaking class with Leveler C Consulting Limited. And I've been given a topic, excuses are signs of incompetence. Listen, what do you think makes people to make an excuse when they are given a task? What do you think? 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 You are now for response. You are doing what? You are buying. You are carrying your load. You are spreading it. You are giving it to them. You understand? You are giving it to them. Then get feedback. By the time you are getting feedback, you get feedback, get feedback, get feedback. You will have been able to collect your thoughts. You just use their points, deliver your speech. Say, just hope, call to action. I just hope as we go in our future endeavor, any opportunity that we get, we take it, we do what we can do, and we develop ourselves from that. Thank you very much. You understand? So buy time. Anywhere you can buy time. You understand? Use it, buy time. There is no, see, let me see there, even Fashola, even Barack Obama, guy who can give speech, still feel the same way you feel. Yes. But you know what makes them to appear perfect is because of experience. Do it over and over and over. Experience. Please, a round of applause for her again. Yes. So I made mention of our introduction. Please. Our introduction. Whenever we are introducing ourselves, let it have what we call gravitas. Put weight to your intro. Put weight to your what? To your introduction, to your name. Put weight. My name is Young Solomon Godwin. I'm an architect. I am a member of the Project Management Institute. Being a member of Project Management Institute means that you are among the 700,000 project managers globally. I have worked with international organizations, United Nations, International Organization for Migration under the UN. You see gravitas? You are putting a lot of load on your name. So when you introduce it, you go see even somebody for the audience go say, oh God, you gotta put gravitas. So I want to correct an impression. Please don't say I am a core member 7 or a COP member 7. No. I'm a core member. Don't say that. My name is Yakubu. I am presently in my National Youth Service in Benue State. Presently, National Youth, okay. This guy, okay. Don't say you're a copper. No. That's different between you and your colleagues now. You are not what? A copper. You are presently carrying out your National Youth Service in Benue State. I'm presently in my National Youth Service. You are not a what? Copper. That's the difference between you now, all of you in this training, and others. You are not what? A copper. You must learn to put gravitas in your name, in your introduction. Listen, are you ready for us? Have you been out for a very long time? Okay, the place. You know, we usually put image of the place so that when you see it, you will convince him that the place is. Then you can always come. Yes. Let's just allow Blessing, make she still relax more. Abi? Yes. A round of applause for Glory as she comes to the stage. You don't believe her? Glory didn't believe me. Yes. So there's a notion. It's Sonia. So there's a notion. No, you can start. This is your stage. Don't worry, the topic sweet. There's a notion that women respect men that says no to them. Women respect men that says no to them. Or at least. That's it.
My name is very good job, Fabio. Now you say this. I'm serving in Benue State. I'm from Akwa Ibom. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. Okay. Not to convince. The topic. What's the topic?
There's a notion that women respect men who says no to them, especially when they are looking for people. The man says no, the women are respected more than the person that says yes. It's your film. Is it an iPhone? Okay. Okay. Okay, you are videoing now, right? Okay, let me use it. No, you are buying time.
Okay.
Everything's on your camera.
The topic, women respect men that said no to them than the one that said yes to them.
Emotions.
Emotions.
Either in against or in post.
You agree with this?
You agree or
I disagree.
When I say you like, for example, when you just
I disagree. Not all women that said yes to men that provide for them. Not all women said no to them. So what's the question you asked me? The question.
Are you
I'm supposing I'm disagreeing that not all women that said no to men that provide for them. But what
That respect them.
okay, that respect them.
So let me help you with the topic again. So they are saying that if, for example, Itunu is coming to me for a favor, and I tell her no, she respects me more for the fact that I say no.
No, I disagree.
Now, some will say, if I say yes, she respects me more. So which one are you for?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yes.
So you.
Why would she respect you when you said no? Not giving her what she wants. So I disagree. Not all women.
Yes.
Not all women said. Not all women said yes to it. It depends on the kind of man. Some women have their own opportunity, their own training, some women have their own opportunity, their own confidence, so they don't really depend on man. See, if man said no, it's left for them to have their own alternative to sort out their issues. Or
thank you very much, Glory. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So just hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. Yes. If you are saying, if I tell you no, you will not respect me.
I'll say whether I tell you no or yes, the respect is still with you. But you cannot tell me no on something that is very important to me. I never agree to that.
Beautiful. You know why I like this class? It's an argument. Yes, go ahead.
No,
sit down.
Okay, I want to say something that there is an update.
Yes.
To me, if I'm marrying a man, I will make sure that my man is somebody that stands and people run to, not somebody that runs to people. Then, as a man that I'm getting married to, if I'm running to you when I have needs, it's in your power for you to provide for me. And when you say no, as a woman, you should also understand your man to the level that there is an adage that says, from every cause there is effect. So before he said no, he must assume that thing you are not needing it now. There's different. We all study economics in secondary school. There's difference between wants and need. So if you said you need this from a man, and men, we should also understand that men carries lots of loads. There are burdens that men will just carry without even you as a wife knowing. So he's already sending out so many needs to relatives, to even your the in-laws. So when a man said no to you, you have to look at it on two different angles. Does he say no because he has it all, he refused to give to you, or does he say no because that thing is not it does not matter? So when a man said no, we have to also understand it's not for you to look down on your man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other? We are looking at the topic now. We are helping her to dissect the topic now. Yes. Any other blessing? Say something.
Yes, familiar with the class. That's my
You're getting familiar? No, all of us met ourselves today. Getting familiar. Today is getting familiar. All of us met ourselves today. Yes. This is our first time.
Good morning, everybody. Sometimes.
Let's hear from blessing.
Sometimes when a man, I believe that as a woman or as a wife, you should be able to understand a man or husband to the level when he says no. Some men that will say no, they will later do it at some point. But at that particular moment, they want to see your reaction and how you feel about it. So when a man says no, don't react at first. Just let him be at that moment. He will go back, rethink, and think about the particular thing you asked for. Like she said, there's something we call wants and needs. There's a two difference. It might be something that you really need, more like if you ask a man for the children's school fees, there's no way we'll say no to it. But if you tell a man, I want to get a wig for this particular event, he will tell you no at that particular point. But he might go back and rethink that, oh, this place she wants to stand at. That is why she's requesting. But it's not as if she doesn't have other things to wear. But she wants to at least stand out among her peers to know that, to let them know that, okay, where I'm coming from, I'm being taken care of. At least when the wife is looking good, the man is going to be praised. So when the man says no, me, I believe that all women, we should understand at that particular point. We should not just react, because sometimes reaction matters. If you say no, just say, okay, I just pray God bless you. In fact, pray for him at that moment. That alone will make him go back and think. He might just credit you and everything is set to that way.
Thank you. Proverbs 21 woman. Yes. Any other inputs? Hey, wait. You see, you know why I love this topic? I know that we are going to sit on it. Yes. Do you know something that I have learned recently? What I've learned recently is that you see women, you need to read book from the back to understand them. You understand? Because you see, when we say no as a man, some women will say, "Correct, that's my husband. He's in charge. He's a man." Wait, now I'm coming to you into know. There is this guy in your life that loves you so much. If you tell her A, he go do. You tell her B, he go do. You tell her C, he go do. Anything you ask him, he go do. He does not have mind of his own. Do you like that guy? See? But you want a man that will always say yes. Are you getting my point? I think that's the point you are trying to come in. Take.
Me have another point. I want to ask questions.
Yes, go ahead.
Like what she said. She said that. Sorry, was it she? Somebody said that if the man said no, you should watch and you should see the reaction. Some men, they are not that no, whether it is important to you or not, they are not that no, they are just naturally stingy. So what will you do in that case?
Okay.
I have to say.
Yes.
Sorry, in my church, I talked more about marriage. So, I have a father that if he sends you on an errand, he's looking at your face. So you cannot just walk up to a man arrogantly or anyhow. You know, there is this common word we normally say, something must kill a man. Truly is yes. There is something that must kill a man. You should study your man to his weak points. Okay, I've been saying this, he's saying no. Try some other way around. Spice it up. Maybe on your own, you can tell your man, sorry, we are adults. Babe, see something, you open up. The guy saw what he wasn't expecting. He will do anything for you. So when you ask a man of something, you don't just ask him and demand. So I've witnessed a woman in our church when he demanded handbag. The man said no. Do you know what she did? She took her money, go and purchase handbag. That is insult. So when you demand anything from your man, he said no. You have to look at how do you demand? How do you ask? What's your motive? You understand? Because this Facebook these days, things are training when a woman cries. And if you take her tears to microscope, what you see is bone straight, latest iPhone. So all those things. You are not helping the family to grow, but rather you are bringing it down. So you have to also look at another way of asking your man. Be submissive, not asking him because you have some money in your account. You have to be humble enough that when you ask your man, you give him time. Men needs time too to think. It's not like women that will just put up and go and fight it. No, it's not true.
Yes, Mr. Yakubu. Yes, let's have
Okay. For me, let me develop this argument into two.
Okay.
First thing I will talk in relationship and in marriage. This my sister is almost 90% in marriage. Me that I grow from far north. In marriage, there is no way that I can say no to my wife. That is the logic. There is no way that I will say no to her. Yes, yes. I want to teach you this. If it is in marriage, yes. Even if I want to say no, I will find another word of saying no. That is to say that I will go and find it. That's it. Because 100% I'm responsible for her well-being, her clothes, her everything. Even if the thing is nonsense to me, I will try to convince her. So I will not say no because no means no. But in a relationship, the question said that some women respect the person that say no more than the person that say yes. Sometimes it may happen because some women, before they ask you for favor, they are almost in the deadline before they come out and say do something to me. They are on that. Some people cannot, even at the deathbed, cannot beg you, cannot ask you for favor. But if they open their mouth and ask you and you say no and go, they will respect that. The reason why they will respect that, they will say that since you didn't do that to her, you will not ask her anything in return. But when she's in a relationship, when you say do this and do, she will start thinking of the return match. Maybe you are going to ask her out. Maybe you are going to ask her to do so thing for you. We are all an adult. We know now. So and naturally, this my sister said that naturally some men are stingy. Yes, I would say naturally, but it's not naturally. It's condition. When you have him in abundance, there's no way that you can be naturally stingy. I have one of my friends. He's naturally stingy to us, but not to his pets. He cannot even buy back of pure water to our room, but his babe will call him that when we are eating our goro, that normal rice and beans, say, babe, I want you to take me out to one expensive restaurant in town. We say, no problem. Call me by the time you are ready. Then I draw the food of our food. I draw the food. I say, you cannot eat this food again. Go there and eat. So sometimes men are naturally, let me say, artificial, naturally stingy, but not to the same gender now. Even this guy, if he asks me today, buy money, I will not give him. But if the lady say that I should give her money for transport to go back, maybe I will squeeze my face small, but I will try to do something to her. So naturally, it's the same gender are stingy between them, but in the opposite danger.
Thank you very much for the input. That's a Glory's discussion. Yes. So Glory, come. So come. Now all of us don't do your topic. So feedback, criticism. What did she do well? What did she not do well?
She didn't present herself about herself. She didn't tell us more about herself. Yes, and the topic she didn't address herself. And the topic I didn't know where she was standing, if she was opposing or she was against it. That's just what I okay.
Yes, Mr. Yakubu. 10 seconds.
Hey, sister, criticism is what makes some people to grow. Even if I criticize you today, that doesn't mean that I hate you. What you say that you didn't compose yourself first. You are doing it and you're still laughing. So you have to compose yourself, not to squeeze your face, to compose yourself, so that meaning that you are saying something that is very important. And you didn't clearly tell us that where you are clearly. You say it, but it's not clearly, because like when we were in secondary school, we used to do debate. When you miss the point you are opposing, you say that you are supporting, then all the point will go to another person that is opposing. So what you need to improve is to state your topic clearly and compose yourself and maybe add words to yourself. the way that our
Very much. Yes, Mr. Turnbull.
Okay. From my observation, I noticed that she wasn't that confident enough. She was actually intimidated. Although I know we are not that much, but she's the kind of person that is being intimidated by the crowd. And also, there was no clarity from what she was trying to explain. So that is just what I observed.
Thank you very much. Yes. Comfort. Okay. So because you are doing video, give her the just want to
She's my sister.
And it doesn't matter.
Okay. She tried anyways, but the starting point, there was no weight, just like my master says. You. He talked about weight. There was no much weight. And lastly, about your conclusion. The conclusion was not enough. Yes, the call to action was not there. And then you need to have confidence next time. You can do it.
Yes.
I feel that you don't have confidence in yourself. Like we are there together. You don't have confidence in yourself. And your topic, we don't know whether you're going for or against. It's just you just said the topic and try to let us know next time. And again, no, this is I've forgotten. But I shall know that it's because it is your first time. I guess. But by the time you are doing it next time, you understand more better.
I think they will set my mind. Just try next time. I was not actually paying attention. I was outside, but with what I was down, and they set my mind. But keep it up. At least you tried for coming outside.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, your feedback are very, very on point. Yes. So I think what you struggle with at first is understanding the topic. That's the first thing. You must understand the topic. Because if you also observe, I have to still come back and explain the topic again so that she can get it. So I think the first thing is, and you can also re-echo it. Somebody was giving a speech that, who was the first person? Yes. She asked what the topic was. I think you were the one that now re-echoed it. Yes. You can always ask audience, please, the topic that was just given to me, do you understand it? You know, you can use it to also buy time. Listen, you understand the topic? Yes. You understand it. What will you say? Would you argue for or against in terms of women respect men that says no to them? Would you allow for feedback? Allow for feedback. Allow for feedback. So that makes you to build your momentum. So by the time they are done, you already know, okay, if these people are saying, if they are for against, you say if you join the against. If they are for, you say if you join for, because they don't give you points. So you go just get with them. So that when they now start criticizing you, they'll be telling you, you did well. You did well. You did well. Because you joined them. You know, all of these things, we must also learn politics. You understand? You must learn politics. You understand? But above all, coming out, it's a great step. You understand? It's a great step. One of the first things you have done for yourself is to be here. And for you to now also still make this is a great step. By the time you move out, you'll find out that, okay, there's a little of confidence that you now have. Please, a round of applause for comfort. Yeah. Yes. Who has not presented? The men. Wait. Yes. A round of applause for Mr. Temple. A round of applause for Mr. Temple. A round of applause for Mr. Temple. Yes. Those of us online, I'm seeing your hands. We would look at it because we are 30 minutes above time, so we're just going to use the next 30 minutes to just round up with those who are physically present. By next week, we'll now focus on those who have not made presentation because everybody must present. That's just it. You must what? You must present. Guys, if you don't, you must do what? You must. So if you don't do it today, you will do it another day. Yes. So it's a major debate. on the social space. It's a good idea. It's a major debate on the social space. Yes. Should women propose marriage to men? Should women propose marriage to men? Should women propose marriage to men? Okay. Yes. Against or for? Yes. Should women propose marriage to men? Okay. Well, I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Temple. I'm from River State, actually. So I'm currently serving in Benue State. I'm currently my service here in Benue State. So talking on that topic, should women propose to men? Well, I would say gone are those days when we feel like only the men are in position to get to propose to a woman. You understand? All this why in time past we'll be having that mindset that it's only men that are supposed to propose to a woman. Women are not supposed to propose to men. But to me, my dear, as a lady or as a woman, if you see what you like, I dare you go for it. You go for it. If you see what you like, you go for it. Truly, all this why men are actually been proposing to women. But as a woman, you won't tell me that there's some women that when they see maybe men of their kind or the kind of men they like, they will be killing themselves. Like within them, they were like, I like this man. I like this man. This man is aesthetic. But how would it look like that? I'm going to make my intention known, or I'm going to let this man know that I'm actually having feeling or a kind of crush on him. I just can't do that. So you might feel this awkward, but you might still be there. Someone else might still take over that same man whom you can iron. So it's better as you've noticed it, you just go for it. You go for it. You tell in your mind, you say, guy, see, this is the way I'm feeling. This is the way I'm feeling, like this is how it is with me. You let him know. So I don't know for you, I don't know for you, but for me, there's nothing wrong. As I am, if a woman happens to propose to me or come to meet me and tell me, see, I'm having, now we have a flexible. You will not understand. I'll be the happiest person, honestly speaking. So, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Temple. Yes. Those of us online, please feel free to use the chat box for constructive criticism. Yes. Okay, the last person that dropped message says it's an impromptu speech that is more difficult. Okay. Yes. Women. How far on will propose?
No, how will a woman propose? Propose to a man. Even if I like the man, the only time I will give him some signs that look at my head. It's not for me. Men are very busy. I'm like, that is not for me. I don't like it. But I encourage women. No, see a man with love. What's the one that I'm disgraced? I don't know what the just I cannot forget the express. We thought you like somebody, that invitation, whatever it is.
Yes.
Actually, me read letter. That the series you read letter. I even package sweet step for thing now. Let's go give it to this guy. I like the guy. You know that guy is very cool. From his class, everybody in his class, down to my class, they know that I wrote letter to this guy. So I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed that I couldn't even look at my head. And every day, anytime I go to school, I'm just to my head down. I couldn't look up because of that experience. You know that same guy came to meet me in the test, so I asked me out. That same guy that disgraced me in my gestation. Why are you actually Pepe? But I don't feel Because there's some guys that are not, they'll just disgrace you or something.
It's not all. It's not all.
Men too. Do you also understand? We have men that love some woman. That cannot approach. Now there is what we call body language. There's also what we call love actions. A woman that has never talked to you just come to you. I think it's you are giving sense. Yeah. You just go, you look cute. I don't you in this show. Is it the only one that look cute that day? So you should also
Not a good signal. That's it.
I have a friend that loves doctors. Her spec is doctors. So when she traveled with this man, she has been seeing this man, and she could not say that this man too is somehow with love for him. But another woman, this thing you said you cannot do, I'm selling myself short. We have women that will do everything to get this. So another woman took over. The lady now finally said, I have been liking you. Guys say, why didn't you say it?
Since.
So when that thing that is coming to you, don't know why it's coming. Just that this guy said, gone are the days. But this is our Gen Z. You will go for it. You go for it. So, I'm not saying it because I used to tell you that, but me, I know.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Temple. Thank you so much. Yes, I think your topic is a very interesting topic. Yes, and the women they are key into it. They want to hear what you have to say. You understand? But let's look at what you did. So we'll get feedback from our colleagues here. Yes, feedback. Positive, negative, criticism. Yes.
Okay. He actually tried. Yeah, he presented himself and he actually talked about the topic very well. Thank God that he said gone are the days, because that was then, not in this current era that we are right now. Though many women still do it too. When they like a man, or should I say love a man, they will actually be the one to even tell the man that don't worry, I will propose to you, I will sponsor the wedding just to we are seeing it on social media now. Like this one happened connected to Otewe. I don't know if you know Otewe. She was one that did that wedding, did everything. But we didn't know until she came out to say that she wasn't that handled everything. So gone are those days when women propose to men, no matter what. If you like a man, just wait. You can continue to continue to disturb him, pressure him like, are we not going to get married? If a man is not planning to propose to you, that means he doesn't love you. That means he's not ready to stay with you. You cannot date a man for 5 years, 10 years. In fact, 2 years, 1 year, nowadays, within 2 months, within 2 months, people get married now. I've seen people my friend got married within 2 months. Within 2 months. So even me, I'm praying for myself that even within 2 months, I should even get married if I want to get married. I don't want someone that will take me for 1 year, 2 years. Yes. They'll be telling you, I'm working towards this. I'm working towards it. So even though your family itself is a problem. So I think he spoke about his very, and I love the fact that he said gone are those days, because they will be past. It's not going to be this parent era. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much. Comfort? Yes.
I'm hearing.
You are hearing? Yes. What did he do well? What didn't he do well?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Temple. He tried. Actually, I would say 90% or 80%. This particular topics is about gender issue.
Yeah.
It's not something in scripture whether a man to propose or a woman. Because when you go to India, people that are in Hinduism, it's the lady that will go to the house of the man to pay, and they are not dying. They are doing it. So this one is a social issue, and it's a gender-based discussion. And secondly, I'm not good in remembering songs, but there's one particular musician in Nigeria that say, if you love somebody, and tell her, like vice versa. It's vice versa. You too, if you like a man, go and tell him, because a better thing always they go scarce in the market. When you see him, another woman will see him. Just go and collect it. Go and say that, man, see, take this ring. I propose to you. I want to marry you. By force. This is Gen Z now. Finish it in one. So thank you. That's what I would say.
Yes. Input. Just say something.
I'll say something. It's
Yeah.
not easy for a woman to wake up to a man say,
Yeah, about his presentation. What did he do well? What did he do?
okay, he has tried the first time. He has tried. I give him 80%. Next time, we'll do more than that.
Okay, it's the only one.
You tried though, bros. I hate you. No need you now. You after you now. You. You tried now. I'm ending you now. For the first time, you actually tried, and it is actually good. But I believe that by the time you come back next time, nobody bomb. I grab them. But you tried.
Yes, Sony.
He tried for the introduction and spoke very well on the topic and was able to catch the attention of the audience.
So you carried the audience along. That's the feedback. Yes. Raymond has been raising his hand, but I'm going to come to you guys. Yes. You carried the audience along. Yes, you engage you. It's very, very important. So you did so well. So there's something you did. At some point you pause. And it's part of it. It's part of public speaking. I also did it here. You will observe when I make a point. Of course, I don't say it. You understand? Before, in fact, my very first day that I engaged in public speaking, my own was just Bible reading. You see, as soon as I climbed that stage, I said, "Oh, bro, what's the happen for here? Let me read." And because when you climb that stage, like say, get one thing where they pursue you. So when you run, come out. You understand? But when you become master of it, you become more comfortable. I remember immediately I was done reading. I don't use 3 seconds. I don't do that. So like, where the guy? You understand? So, one of the things I also observe is that you were comfortable with your stage. In as much as I know that leaving that place to come here was difficult, but when you now got here, you were comfortable. And I think this thing is beginning to appear like this because we are beginning to get familiar with our faces. Yes. Itunu, that time when we call you to come out. Hey, do you know something about her? When she came here to speak, she didn't do so well. But see her sitting down. Feedback. Me, I cannot. Did you observe? She was talking, giving point. She even made mention of there's a theory she made mention of while she was sitting. She said she made mention of whether it's infatuation. She made mention of infatuation that I had to write letter all over. But she was sitting here. But when she came here, she said, I cannot. You understand? So it's about comfort. Yes. When you are with your friends, I believe it too. If she's with her friends, she will talk. But when you find, yes, you see that. So we are saying that you see that you're being comfortable with your friends when you speak to them. Whenever you find stranger, put yourself in that same situation. Assume that you know this people. You understand? And that's what we're saying. So thank you very much, Mr. Temple. You did so well. Please a round of applause. Yes. Are you now? I mean, okay, Sonia still there. Sonia still there. Eh? Sonia, you still there? Okay, Mr. Yakubu. Please a round of applause for Mr. Yakubu. What are your area of interests? Your area of interest. Ask the question. Your area of interest. What's your area of interest? Yes. Your area of interest. What are you passionate about? Modern family skills. Modern family skills. What skills? Modern family. Okay, modern families. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. It is said that Benue is a basket of nation. Yeah, please just tell us about it. You like it? Yes, man.
Thank you for giving me opportunity to stand before you, this wonderful house. I am Yakubu Yaguza Idris. currently doing my national youth service here in Makodi. I study chemistry, but I have passion in agriculture, more especially the modern techniques and the modern way of farming. Giving me a topic to discuss about food baskets. Why do you call being a food basket to the nation? Actually, you have to know this from the history, from the fertile line across this river Benue. That's why they got the name first. And anytime you had the word basket, meaning that something that can contain almost certain varieties of fruits. And if you come to Benue, you can plant any plant that's planting. You will search for the map, search for the fertility of soil fertility of the land of the state. Even from you can go outside and bring plant, it can germinate here in Benue. Anything you sow, it can germinate in Benue. And they have the abundant harvest every year because of the raining pattern of the state. And they have the conducive environment where you can rear some animals that are foreigns from other countries because of the conducive environment. You've had this sunshine now, and later on see rain falling. That's one of the major attributes related to this state. And more to say, there are people are into farming with all their strengths. You see a man, a woman, a thief, a gala, a doma, everybody here is a farmer. Actually, if you say 99% of Benue State people, both indigenous and settlers are farmers, you are not wrong. That's why because this Mr. A will cultivate yam, be cassava, sea maize, melon, watermelon, orange, all this. When you gather them all together, you make a basket. That's why you say that this is a food basket nation. And secondly, when you say something, a food basket, meaning that there is no starvation in the whole state. Even if you didn't work enough, you can be able to feed yourself. That's why I used to tell my fellow colleagues, if a person that cannot feed himself 3 times a day in a Benue, that person is supposed not to answer the name of human being. I didn't see any place where you can get food, any kind of food that you want at a stipulated time with a good price that you can negotiate, except here in Benue. I am a farmer before, but I came here to see some farmers that are more than a farmer. You see one person bring fish, bring granite, bring unicorn, bring maize to the market, all along one person. I say, what's happened to this land? When I come to realize after doing some research, I found it almost every plant in the world can be germinated here in the way. That's why we term it food basket, because they have enough, they have more than enough. They can even transport to other states. If you cut what we supply from Benue, some of the southern states, like Calabar especially, they cannot feed themselves because they are close to Benue. 40 to 45% of Calabar food are coming from Benue. And there are some foreigners that come to Benue to buy some stuff to carry to their countries. You can believe me this, if you go to Kasnala International Yam Market, you see some trucks carrying a plane numbers from Ghana, Niger, Cote d'Ivoire. They are going there to buy yam and go to there. To tell you what things again, yeah, even too far away, basically. So if you didn't have enough, you cannot be food basket. You State food basket in the name, but they have more than enough foods. Even if you pay coming from for you can get food. Sometimes 3, you can go back to everyone you see food vendor here. That's why I say, even if I would stay for 50 years here, I cannot patronize food selling here. All I can do here is to transport the food items from here to other states that they are liking. Because here everybody almost have. Thank you for this time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, don't go now. No, don't go. You'll be here. Thank you very much. Yes. Feedback.
Who is the first?
Yes, I already feedback.
Yeah. What's your name, please?
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Yakubu, you tried very well. Like, I was enjoying the speech. I was enjoying the speech, and I learned a lot from him, saying, but it happens way back. how they started the farming and all this, and they have a fertile land. Yes, even in my estate, I'm staying in an estate, but everywhere is farm, farm, farm. I used to ask myself that this is an estate or what? Because they farm everywhere and the land is really fertile. Because I passed one land where yesterday now the place was soggy. Like I was dipping my leg into it. I was like, is this how this fertile this place is? The land is very, very fertile. He tried. In fact, I presented myself properly and the topic is said like
Please, we can't hear anything. No.
And you know, many of you say, no, I just want to be a sit-at-home mother. I just want my husband to go out to work. But some will say, I want to work and also get money for myself. I want to have my own business. But many women nowadays, they don't want to work. Why some also want to work just for income. And also, the fathers, why are they are not always present in the life of their children, or should I say the child, is because they are looking for money to take care of them. Then the mothers, why they are the one that always take care of the children, is because the father is not always available, and they cannot also abandon the children just like that. Yes, they must have this. They also have this connection with children. Like me now, I have a connection with my mom and my dad because my dad is not always available, but my mom is always at home. She has a business in the house. Yeah, I see her every day. Sometimes I don't even see my dad for 2 days, 3 days, because he's always out. When I ask, I say, he went to work, he's working, he's busy, he's busy. But that's not an excuse, though. But that's the reason why mothers are always the one playing the crucial part in the life of the children. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. No, don't go. Just wait. I was tempted to ask you, even though that you spoke the other time, because me, I don't know where they usually put the ring. I need to go and learn where they will put the ring. Right? I have to go and learn it. So I would have said maybe she's married. But when she now said, okay, no, or you are married. Okay. Because you spoke about the topic as if you have like 3 children already. I don't know whether you understand. She was so fluent about it. So let's get feedback from you guys. Yes, feedback.
Thank you. She spoke very well. She did the introduction very well, and she was moving around the stage to catch the attention of her audience. So she did well.
She did well. As much as your first thing out. You did very well, and it was actually very good. You actually tried. But concerning your topic, I was like, you should have gone deeper. It was not like they were just talking about a particular aspect. You didn't talk about like I feel that right from it, a mother played a virtual role in the life of a child, because right from child the birth, child to the time that the child has grown up, a mother played a virtual role. Even when children are growing up, the first language they chat, because my studying English, the first language you learn is your mother tongue. We used to call it mother tongue. We call it V1 and V2, right? So the mother tongue before the other language. And right from that time, a child grows. It is whatever the child sees from the mother. He learns faster than even from the father, more than the father self. So me, I prefer. So the topic is actually for we elaborate on it. So thank you.
Yes.
Mothers,
Not to speak well, you tried. This is the first time. Because mother give birth to the children, and the children grow with the mother more than the father. Someone like me, I tell my mommy, everything. My mom will not jump to my dad. For me to go to my daddy, no. So children grow. You understand, mommy understand the children. Like my mother can tell my like all of us, like say you can tell our different characters, all the children he has. You can be able to say this one, I know the character of this one, but the father, my dad doesn't know any of them. Say, I don't know, how do you know them? Say they have grown with and then stay with them. So you spoke well.
Yes.
Yeah, you actually did spoke very well. And I noticed you took hold of the stage. In fact, you killed your stage. That was very good. But what me I come to understand, there are some children too that are drawn to their father. You get, there are some children that are drawn to their father. So I'm not clear. The topic was that mothers play vital role, right, than the father. But I notice also in this world, there are some children too that are drawn to the father. So what's really, why is it so? So I just want to be clear.
What Sister Blessing said is in line with my opinion. Even if I was given opportunity to speak, I would choose my mother. I would choose the role of all mothers, because if not because of my mother, I wasn't be here, because she's the one that carried me to primary school and handed over to her friend who happened to be our head teacher. That's why the history began. But anytime she asks my father to carry me to school, say he's busy. Not because he doesn't love me, but he's truly busy because he's a sheikh doing this thing, going to here, doing preaching, doing all this. And say, if you have time, carry him to the school. I'm occupied. Then I go there with my mother. And secondly, even now to talk with my father, I cannot talk to him directly the way that this one said. But I can sit down with my mom and even tell her the name of my babe, how far I gone with the love. But I cannot start that one with my father. Even if I want him to give me some money, I will go to my mother and say, talk to this man, talk to your man to give me money. Yes, but I will not go direct. If I go direct, it's another issue. He'll start questioning me. But when she go there, she'll collect it within a second and come back with the result. And anytime my father wants to shout at us, all of us, it's the mother that used to protect us. If he asks, why is so passing? Sometimes when we were done, I used to hide when they want us to go farm. I would go play football. Then my mother would come and hide me at the back of our cupboard, that traditional cupboard. Say, why is that guy? They say, he's not around. I didn't see him since morning. She carry food, come and give me, which a father cannot do. And the role of a mother is directly more crucial to every child growing. Because when you lost your mother from childhood, that's why the story of hardship started. It's only the mother that stopped her stomach from eating and give it to them. But the father will eat first.
Okay, Miss Blessing.
Just a little feedback.
Okay, Miss.
So, no, hold on, before you go ahead. Just a little feedback. So the idea is, she has a topic. She delivers the topic. Tell her what she did well and what she didn't do well. So if you begin to dissect the topic again, you are now making your own presentations. You understand? So it's to give her feedback. Okay, these are the areas where you need to make adjustment, or these are the areas where you need to work on. You understand? Because the topic is our own. You understand? So go ahead.
Okay, about that. Sorry, we are asked to say what she did good and wrong. So if I say what you did wrong, please don't be offended. I noticed, yeah, what she did, my sister did it. So though I forgot to